Good evening, everybody. Pat Wadlington here on Decatur Sports Network. We are in Clyde, Texas, Bulldog Stadium for your area championship game this afternoon. A matinee performance of your Eagles. Tonight, or this afternoon, facing the Andrews Mustangs. A chilly night, a little bit breezy. Should be a good afternoon for football. But we'll be back with your pregame show brought to you by Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug right after this.
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium in Clyde, Texas. Pat Wadlington, along with a little bit different crew tonight. I still have the big issue, Charlie Tibbles, on our production side. We're missing the beard. Tony is back in the Metroplex working on the Motorcycle Gang Toys for Tots run. So filling in, though, we have got one of my – put your headset on there, big fella. One of my bucket list items – has always been to do a broadcast with my good buddy, Bob Shipley. And, I mean, it wasn't that it was going to be in Clyde, though.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. And it worked out really good for you that it's about 10 minutes from my house to get here.
Yeah, and congratulations, by the way, number 10 grandchild born on Monday, Valor Nunez.
Yeah.
And what a stud he's going to be.
I hope so.
That's
he is in good hands.
Absolutely,
right now.
absolutely. Yeah. Rob Matthews down on the field with our sideline mic periodically, and Buddy Kirkland with stats tonight. But tail of the tape between these two schools, Decatur with an enrollment of 1,040 students. Andrews very close, 1,017. Decatur out of District 4 in 4A Division 1, and Andrews out of District 2. Letterman lost from last season, Decatur 23, Andrews 14. Offensive returners for Decatur 5, and for Andrews 8. Defensive returners for Decatur 5 and for Andrews 9. Coach Huff here in Decatur in his first season, and Tom Harvey for the Mustangs in his 10th year. Charlie, got some info on how these two teams rolled into this area championship game?
I do. For Decatur, they are 8-3, losing their first 3 games, but then going 8-0 in the last 8 games. In the first game they won was against Pampa, and the last game they won against Pampa. So bookended by a couple of Pampa blowouts to get to 8-3. They are 4-0 in district. Finished district champs of District 4 here in Region 1, and the last game defeated Pampa 55-0 in Vernon, which we discovered is a pretty cool stadium. We liked it. We had some comments about that. Very hospitable people there in Vernon, and we appreciated their hospitality there when we were there last week. Andrews comes in 7-4. They finished 2-2 in district, 1-0 in the playoffs. They defeated El Paso Austin 34-14 last week. They were behind Estacado and Brownwood in their district, and looking forward to a good game tonight. I know there's a little bit of history with Andrews, with Decatur over the years. They played several different places. The first time we're playing them in Clyde, but Andrews out there on the Llano Estacado, I believe. They're right on the southern end of it, but.
Yeah, I think the last time we played them was 2018 as we made our run toward the state semifinals. Played them in Shotwell Stadium and able to come away with the victory on that. I remember that play was the 4th and 6 inches where we threw the pass play from Roman Fuller to Dane Chapman. If Chase Chapman's listening, he can text me that call. I'll play it over the air. But it's now time for Goosehead Insurance. Look around Wise County and also Region 1, because the only teams in the playoffs still other than Decatur from Wise County is Paradise. They face Shallow Water at 7 o'clock tonight at Wolf Stadium in Colorado City. Estacado and Canyon Randall face each other tonight 7 o'clock at Happy State Bank Stadium, and the winner of our contest, Decatur or Andrews, will face the winner of Lubbock Estacado or Canyon Randall. Canyon High School plays Brownwood tonight at Grande Stadium in Midland. Wichita Falls versus Big Spring is the second game here at Bulldog Stadium in Clyde right after ours. And a Region 2 game that I think everybody's interested in and got their eye on. The number 2 team, at least according to Max Preps, faces the number 3 team, Stephenville. That's Anna at number 2 versus Stephenville, 7 o'clock tonight at Midlothian ISD. So with our game being early, we won't be bringing you too many scores. But one way or the other, we'll be able to tune into some good high school football after this game.
Pat, I was waiting on you to get to this game before we talked about Decatur's 3 losses. 2 of Decatur's 3 losses were to Stephenville and Anna. Stephenville was ranked 1 at the time that they beat Decatur. Anna was, I believe, 6 at the time. So these are 2 excellent schools going at each other. But it says a lot about Decatur that that 2 of the 3 losses were to top 5 ranked schools in 4A. Their other loss being to a small 5A school in Ryder, who was also state ranked at the time. So looking good going into this game.
Yep. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll go straight into our quick car pregame interview with Coach Huff right after these messages, and we'll be back with more on your pregame show right after this.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms may vary by situation.
Welcome to our pregame interview with Coach Huff, brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur, located at the intersection of South Highway 51 and Thompson Avenue. Coach, welcome to the pregame interview and congratulations 2 weeks ago now on your 7th consecutive win and going undefeated in district to capture the -- 1 seed out of District 4. Just comments on the Mineral Wells game and the closeout of the regular season for the Eagles.
I think, going to that game, it was interesting situation because you kind of know where you're at, but we took it and talked to the kids a lot about, having a clean slate coming out, not putting ourselves in a situation to be a co-champ and go back to a head-to-head thing and all that stuff. But I was proud of the way the kids prepared that week, and it was a interesting ball game. I think we had 6 possessions in the game, and when you figure that, if you don't score in every one of them, things can get kind of strange, and they did. But we were able to score on 3 possessions, and then we had the interception for a pick in the beginning of the 4th quarter, I think it was, to kind of seal it up. But again, Mineral Wells did exactly as advertised. They took the ball away from us and kept it away from us, and so it gets kind of where you're kind of biting your fingernails a little bit. But I thought the kids played well and finished it off.
Well, we were open the week following. Our open week was the last week of the regular season statewide. Tell me this. What does the head coach of the district champs do on a Friday night when he's open and doesn't have to prepare for an opponent or have a game? What did you do during your open week and weekend?
Well, actually, my son came home, and so we were able to go to a game together, watch SMU and Houston play, and spend a little bit of time with him, because that's not a lot of time we spent together right now after spending the last so many years together every Friday night on the field together. So that was good, but it was strange to go that many weeks in a row, and then all of a sudden I'm a little bit stir crazy, and I think my wife was ready to get me out of the house. So a good thing there was a game to go to.
Well, and I guess your week of practice a week ago now, during the days that you had leading up to the open week, what do you do for your team, just practice wise? Just work on our own stuff, or just strength training? What did y'all do the week during practice of open week?
Yeah, and we actually name our weeks every week. We name the practice, the 4 days of practice for the week, and that was just to get better weeks, all we called it. Work on us, and you don't really know who you're going to play. There's always all kinds of ideas who you might play, but you can't go prepare for somebody and then all of a sudden something flips and you prepare for the wrong team. So we work more on ourselves, what we can do to get better, and also getting the kids healed up. Some kids are banged up a little bit this time of the year, and probably most importantly is that's also an academic time, 6-week periods up then. So focus a lot on academics for the kids and make sure we get everybody through that and make sure everybody's eligible for the next week.
I remember at the beginning of the season, we've been doing these interviews on a weekly basis, and I talked to you about what we thought our team was, and now we've got 10 full games under our belt. Every team, every year, kind of creates its own identity, but now we're through the full regular season, and you've had a chance to look at your team and all those games and what we went through at the beginning, and now the 7-game winning streak as we head into the playoffs. How would you describe this team and its identity?
Right now, I look at this group. It's a very resilient group. We've had some tough injuries we've gone through this year, and the kids just kind of closed down the ranks and and marched on. And so I look at that, and then also I think about our mantra for the year is try to get a little better each week, and I think we managed that for the most part. The last week I didn't think it was so. The game was so out of sync because we just didn't have the ball very much, but I still think we did some really good things. I also look at like this team. I still feel like they've got a huge upside to them. I just don't think we played as good as we can possibly play. If we'd hit the ceiling already, and I'd be worried about it. But I really don't think this group's hit the ceiling. I think there's a real upside to them if they'll continue to put their nose to the grind. But at the same time, got to come out and prove that. So that happens through practice. It doesn't happen through want to. So we tell the kids that all the time. We want to stay in this thing. We got to practice and practice well every week. So we've kind of been pushing that direction. But I still think there's some areas, both sides of the ball, special teams that this team can get better at.
No, I agree with you. I've said the same thing to people about I don't think we've seen the best of them yet. I remember old Coach Tom Lander used to always talk about streaking into the playoffs and having your momentum and getting better into the playoffs, and I think that we're in a really good position to do that. And we open up against Pampa here in just a few minutes, and we've I don't know that every year you get to play a team twice, but our first meeting we handled them pretty well up there, defeated the Harvesters 42 to 13. How is your preparation any different when you face a team for the second time?
I think it is. One thing, it seems like it was a long time ago that we played them. So that part of it, like we talked to the kids about, you can throw all that stuff out the door right now with the score of the last game, and trying to talk them through that process because they are kids and we are coaches. I mean, it's just kind of like you've got to move on past that because that was a long time ago. I mean, they're much better now, but I feel like we're much better now. So it's like I told the kids the other day, it's, who's better at being better right now. But you do prepare for it differently. They're doing some things a little bit.
Well, Pat,
I think that was last week's interview.
It was. It's amazing that Coach Huff is so consistent from week to week.
I know. He's exactly
so
I always thought you're supposed to put that game behind you.
So we finally realized, we discovered before we went on the air that last week's interview had been loaded on the computer, and we thought we had changed it out. And we're sitting around here off the air not listening. I put my headset on, and by golly, it was the Pampa interview. So,
just so y'all know, that's what we do. We kind of take our headsets off and when Coach is talking and just kind of chill out a little bit.
Well, I can tell you in short, just brief clip of what he would say, and that is, victory comes to those who win.
Yes,
that's basically
wisdom
what he
now.
said.
Let me ask you a question, though. You've coached for a long time, retired now, but a lot of years coaching at this particular division, mostly at Brownwood and Burnett, I guess at the 4A or even before the numbers changed, 3A, but same level. Decatur comes into this game a huge favorite, I think a 33-point favorite. Come off a 55-0 win last week against Pampa. How did you handle those kinds of situations when I know you had some great teams and you had some games that you'd come into in the playoffs and be heavy favorites. How would you handle that?
Well, it's what you've got to do when you start the playoffs is, and Coach Huff is he's no stranger to winning and having success, deep runs in the playoffs. But you just got to turn down the outside noise, good and bad. Focus on your team being better than they were, the week before, and playing it at our level. Playing it for Coach Huff, for the Eagles to play at their level, not to play at the level of their opponent. And so that's always a challenge. So, as a coach, you can beat somebody by 45 points and be a lot more upset than you are, when you beat somebody in a really close game simply because, you were undisciplined, you played sloppy, and the team was just not playing very well. Your opponent wasn't playing very well. So it's keeping those kids with a chip on their shoulder, once again, to play at their level, not to the level of their opponent. And that's the battle that we as high school coaches have every week.
Well, and I can recall from the interview a little bit about some of the questions and things that I asked Coach Huff, and he obviously was real impressed with Decatur's defense coming out of the Pampa game, pitching a shutout. We talked a little bit about how to handle the chippiness toward the end of that game and what his message was to the kids. But as far as keys to this particular game, both of these teams run it, at least on paper, as far as carries and attempted passes, they run it about twice as much, a 2/3 to 1/3 ratio of what they pass it. And he was very focused, and I said, what are the keys to the game? And I think the thing I remember him saying was, we've got to be good on first down defensively and keep them in long second and third down situations, just because I think they run the ball so much. So
yeah, and that's really you get it to teams that are still in the playoffs at this point, and as we go further into the playoffs, the ones that really have a chance to make that run are teams that run the ball. You know, just like tonight, it's going to be colder than any of these kids have been all year on the football field, and it just makes it a lot tougher whenever you have to depend on the pass. And so what, obviously I think what Coach wants to try to do is force the Mustangs into passing situations by having great first down defense. And, you can watch the Dallas Cowboys last week and see what that, or watch my Texas Longhorns, same thing,
Speaking of.
I heard Sarkisian giving the same interview this week, saying, golly, first down, we didn't take care of business. We had way too many second and third down and longs, and nobody wants to be in that. So,
yeah, and speaking of running the football, you and I have talked a little bit throughout the season, as we do, and regardless of what topic we're discussing, there's always a little bit of football in it. You asked me about Decatur, and you had a couple of years, or more than a couple, on staff at UT in particular, and got to watch a lot of talented kids, and we've got one on our team. Certainly number 7, Nate Palmer, a running back. Anxious for you to be able to see him and maybe get your thoughts toward the end of the ball game on Nate. But hey, I think we've used up what would have been the time for the for Coach Huff's This Week interview. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to take a call down on the field to Rob Matthews. I can hear his teeth chattering now, but when we come back, we'll get some field conditions and weather conditions from Rob. Take a trip around the state rankings and who's facing who. But we got more on your Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug pregame show right after this.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Welcome back to the Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug Decatur Eagle pregame show, coming to you from Clyde, Texas, Bulldog Stadium. We're going to take a trip down on the field to a chilly artificial turf. Rob, what's the weather like down there?
Well, it's pretty cold down here. Got north winds 10 to 15 miles an hour running straight down the pipe down here. It's overcast skies. It feels like it's 34, and by the end of the game tonight, it's supposed to get down to below freezing on the wind chill side of things. Artificial turf surface here in Clyde. Black end zones. The north end zone says Clyde. The south end zone says Bulldogs. Have the big C right in the middle of the field. And the color scheme matches the Andrews Mustangs uniforms, Pat.
Well, I've heard a few whispers, might have been even from you, that we might even expect a few snowflakes. Is there any moisture in the air at all?
No, I don't feel any of that. It's definitely cold. The clouds coming this direction don't look like they will have any of that business in there. And that information was from some guy in the parking lot, so I don't know how official.
Well, it's probably just as good as the guy on TV's giving you the weather.
He might have been thinking about the Buffalo, New York weather instead of Clyde, Texas. But sunset's at about 5:46, so we're less than 2 hours away from sunset here in Clyde.
Given the temperatures and the wind, the wind blowing pretty much out of the north, a little bit out of the northeast, do you think that's going to be a factor?
If you're talking to me, I think the wind could play a factor tonight. I don't know how much Andrew's going to try to throw it. I think it could play a factor if they're trying to kick field goals into this north end zone. And if you need a few extra yards, I think it'll help you if you're kicking to the south. So.
Right. All right, well, we appreciate it. We'll be back to you in just a second. Let's look around the state. I got your state rankings according to Maps Preps anyway. Number 1, China Springs.
Who is this Max guy anyway?
I don't know.
And what kind of name is Preps?
Mr. Preps.
What kind of last name is that anyway? This Max guy thinks he knows everything.
He does. he competes with Dave Campbell.
Oh,
Dave
okay.
Campbell
See, now
versus
Dave's
Max
got
Preps.
a name. Dave's got Max Preps. I don't know. I've never met him before. I don't even know
China
if it's a real
Springs
guy.
facing Kaufman
Maybe he's
in
got a
round
better
2.
app than the Dave Campbell app.
Your number 2 and number 3, they facing each other. That's Anna and Stephenville we spoke about earlier. Number 4, Bernie will face Pleasanton. 5, Corpus Christi, Cal Allen against Davenport. Number 6, Lumberton will face Stafford. Number 7, Salina against Kennedale. Number 8, Kilgore facing El Campo. And number 9, Brownwood against Canyon. And rounding out the top 10, Tyler Chapel Hill will face Bay City. If you're wondering where Decatur is on the Max Preps, we're 1 slot out at number 11. But Eagles taking the field just now, running through the helmet. We're waiting on the Mustangs to come out, and we'll head back down on the field with Rob for your Chip Hackinson, Edward Jones coin toss.
Yeah, waiting for the captains to come out. Decatur captains are here waiting for the Andrews captains to show up. Looking at these uniforms, Pat, the Eagles in their white jerseys, white Nike jerseys with gray pants, the blue numbers front and back, the white helmets with the blue D's on each side. Andrews, the designated home team tonight, they're wearing their black home jerseys with Mustangs across the chest, gold numerals front and back. A matte black helmet with a big A on the side looks a lot like the Appalachian State helmet, if there's any Aggies listening.
Oh, God. Had to go there.
You have a Longhorn up here in the booth, man. So
don't schedule them.
It's hard for Longhorns or Aggies or Sooners to be talking too much smack this year.
No kidding. No kidding.
Now you know what it feels like to be a Red Raider, because that's what we go through every year.
Hey,
well, it's like I told my kids all the time. Hey, you better, you get your grades up or get your guns up.
Man. Okay,
takes
Rob. Hey, Rob. I need a little bit more pay. I'm going to be able to take that.
Oh, we're going to do the national anthem. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Come back.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium in Clyde, Texas, as we get ready to go down on the field for your Chip Hackinson. Did we switch headsets?
You what now?
Am I still on number one? Because I feel was that tight when you put it on your head? Because this was real loose and I put it on mine.
Oh, well, hang on.
All right, Rob,
okay.
You're up.
What are you trying to say?
All right, we're down here. If I didn't know any better, these kids have talked a little bit before they arrived here at the stadium this week.
I saw a little waving going on the Andrews sideline toward the Decatur bench.
Had a makeshift.
Walk towards us a little bit.
There's a makeshift.
Yeah.
Hey,
we've
can you
lost
hear?
Yeah. Yeah, you're still breaking out. All right, we're gonna wing it again.
Well, let's see.
There you go, Rob.
All right. This is a makeshift coin toss. They actually flipped earlier, and I don't know the outcome of it, but I know the.
Yeah, he's waving us off.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go with what I see.
That's okay.
Decatur wins the toss, defers.
I'm going to go out and get a closer look myself.
Decatur wins the toss, defers to the second half. Looks like Andrews will be kicking off from south to north, at least where they've got them lined up. And let's take a quick break, and we will be back with your Parker Properties kickoff for this area championship between Decatur and Andrews right after this.
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Your Parker Properties kickoff into the end zone, caught by number 20, Cooper Iveson. And Andrews receives the opening kickoff of this area contest. Our game brought to you tonight presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise. Andrews will start this drive right smack in between the two hashes at their own 25-yard line. Quarterback Ashton Galvan and running back Noah Tellis. Galvan in a shotgun. He'll hand it off up the middle across the 26 all the way out to the 30-yard line. So 5-yard gain on first down for the Mustangs. Brody McClure a little bit slow to get up after that.
Well, that's, again, one of the things that Coach didn't want to do is give up 5 yards on first down. But
one receiver wide to each side. Shotgun formation again for the Mustangs. There's your snap. Galvan will keep it this time. He's out across the 30 all the way to the 35 to the 36, and he's got a first down on the first two plays. And there is a lot of talking going on by players in black. Number 20, Cooper Iverson, one of them on that play, talking to Lane Heston.
He probably just, God bless you, have a great game.
Yeah. How's your mom doing?
Yeah.
Andrews finally gets a play in from their sideline. Now they'll go two receivers split wide. Well, no, one wide to each side. Now a receiver comes in motion toward the far side. They'll hand it to Tellez. He cuts it up around the left side, gets all the way out to the 40, gain of 4.
So far, Mustangs are doing a pretty good job of controlling the line of scrimmage up front.
Big number 74, don't know his name, but he is big number 74, the right tackle. There's plenty of him.
He is a large human.
He is very large.
He's lined up right across from Ethan Talley,
who gives up at least 100.
Probably. 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. Opening drive, they'll hand it to Tellez. Coming right now, he cuts it up the middle. Short gain of 3 all the way out to the 43. We're in our opening possession here of your Rosenbaum Dental first period. Decatur winning the toss before the game and electing to defer, and Andrews in this opening possession.
Yeah, I think, Pat, Andrews was reading our mail as we were driving up here. You and I talked a lot about Andrews possibly running some counters to kind of test the over pursuit of the Decatur linebackers.
On 3rd and 3, Galvan in a shotgun. Now he looks to the sideline for play change. Wing back to the right side this time, and one receiver wide to each side. 3rd and 3. There's a snap. Handoff Tellez. He's met there by Lando Henry. Spun around. He's going to be short. Short by about 1.5 yards. We'll see what the Andrews coaching staff decides to do. 9:21 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first period, and they're going to bring on the punting unit. And good stop there.
Great movement. Yeah, great movement. Just looking at the two from up here, I haven't seen either team play this year, obviously, but Decatur's given up a lot of size on that front, but the Decatur front had a nice slant on that time, and they slanted with the outside linebacker coming in unblocked to make that stop.
Noah Tellez is going to keep it himself, tries to make the first down, and he doesn't.
What a play.
The Vendozer there, along with, it looked like Tobin Petrie, Lando Henry, but I saw the Vendozer and number 38, Lando Henry. And on the fake punt, denied by the
Wyatt
Decatur.
Vincent on that tackle
That's
as
right.
well.
Wyatt Vincent. It's
Yeah.
the Vendozer. That's the Vendozer. You don't know that yet, though.
I don't know that yet, but I'm like, why isn't he calling the guy's name out that just made an incredible play and gives Eagles a ball at the 44-yard line of the Mustangs?
Pistol formation for the Eagles on 1st and 10. Play fake. Escobar rolls to his right and completes a pass to Crow. He's in the open field inside the 20. All the way down to, well, they're going to mark him at the 22, Bob.
Well, I tell you what, really expecting Decatur to come out and cram the ball down their throat, but I guess, they got the wind behind them. They thought they'd run a little play-action counter pass and bootleg, and it worked really well.
They hurry to the line of scrimmage. Crow comes in motion. Escobar's in a shotgun, and he'll hand it to Palmer, dances at the line of scrimmage, weaves his way and pushes his way inside the 20 down to the 18. Looks like it's a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, real early here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period, 8:34 left. Decatur inside the Case IH red zone this time for the first time this afternoon. Escobar fakes it to Palmer, cuts up the middle himself, tries to change directions, and he's brought down there by number 44, Jackson Laudermilk. Looks like no gain on that play. And I'll bring up 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Well, Andrews Mustangs are really stacking the box, just kind of daring Decatur to throw it down here. You got man-on-man coverage outside. Looks like they're going to try to do everything they can to stop the run.
On 3rd and 7, Escobar's going to roll to his left, looks to throw it. Does try to throw it, completes it inside the 10 for the first down. I believe that's no, it's not Hunter Smith. It's
Landon Phelps.
Yeah, it's Landon Phelps. I just couldn't see the number. Been calling his name for 10 weeks.
Well, that was a really nice out route that Phelps ran that time. I thought maybe the ball might get there a little late, but just in time.
Handoff to Palmer on 1st and goal, and he's into the end zone. Nate Palmer puts Decatur ahead with 7:41 left here in your first quarter. That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. I believe that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the season.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Yeah, you don't have to look very, very long to see he's pretty talented back. But you see the difference in Decatur mixing up the play-action pass with the run, and they were able to go down really and score fairly easy, I think, for
that extra point snap was on the ground. Incredible of Jacob Haynes, your holder, to scoop it up, get the hold down, and Aldape kicks it through the uprights. Your Decatur Tire extra point is good. It's 7-0 Decatur. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football right after this.
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey, man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and FitWise. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary. A 4-play drive capped off with an 8-yard Nate Palmer run for a touchdown. It took 2 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. 1st and 10, Andrews now from their own 25 after that Parker Properties kickoff was fair caught by the Mustangs. Galvan's going to keep it around the far side, drop for a short gain, maybe 2, maybe 3, just shy of the 30-yard line at the 29. That'll be actually a gain of 4.
Decatur with the 9 guys up in the box, just trying to force Andrews' hand on whether they're going to be able to run it. If they can run it effectively against a 9-man front, it's going to be a long night. But
everybody up right now. On 2nd and 6, receiver comes in motion. Galvan, option play to the left. He's going to keep it himself. He's tackled, met in behind the line of scrimmage, but surges his way out to the 30-yard line for a gain of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs.
Be a good time for them to maybe try a little play-action pass, although, they are running, into a pretty stiff headwind out there.
They haven't thrown it yet. They did try. The fake punting didn't work out too well for them, but they have not put the ball in the air. And it's 3rd and 5. Ball spotted at the Andrews 30. Decatur 7-0 on your James Wood scoreboard. There's your snap to Galvan. Play fake. He is going to throw it. He's under pressure by the Vendozer, and he's sacked inside the 20. Wyatt Vinzant on the blitz. I don't know that he even got touched coming through the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up another punting formation, the second one of the quarter for the Mustangs.
Well, you just simply don't have enough people to block all the guys that Decatur has within 7 yards of the ball. There's a lot of guys out there, so that's a good 3 and out for the Eagles for sure.
So Luis Cervantes is the punter now, not Tellez. So the running back was out for the fake punt alone, it looks like. Cervantes is left-footed punter. He punts it. It's going to be short, hit at the 46, and take a Decatur bounce inside the 45 to the Mustang 44, and the Eagles going to have great field position to start their second drive of this Rosenbaum Dental first period, already leading 7-0.
Well, that's impressive defensive stand there. Gave up first down or 2, on the first drive, only to come back with a 3-and-out negative yardage situation.
What do you call this formation here? Offset pistol or what?
Yep.
We call it hand it to Nate. He's through the line of scrimmage and inside the 40, still on his feet, pushes his way down to the 37. What would you have called that? Pistol with a wing back to the left.
Yeah, a lot of people call that a slot.
Gotcha. Gain of 6 by Palmer on that run. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. Now they just have an inverse formation of that one they ran on first down. There's your snap. Escobar's going to keep it. It's an option to the right to Palmer. Hesitates, brought down at the 40. Nice defensive play there by number 18, Luis Cervantes for the Mustangs. That'll be a loss of 2 and bring up 3rd down and long for Decatur.
Yeah, Andrews really played that option well. They had it strung out, and there really wasn't anywhere. Even if the quarterback would have kept it, there wasn't going to be any running room on that play either way.
2-back set, 1 to each side of Escobar. He drops straight back, gets the snap, looks around, no pressure, throws it looking for Luke White, and it's just a little bit short, hits the turf. It's going to be incomplete. Let's see what Coach Huff does on 4th down and 6 from the Andrews 40. Play field position or go for it. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field. Your receivers, Hunter Smith, Landon Feltz, and Luke White. Feltz and Smith are split left, which is the far side. 2 backs, 1 on each side of Escobar. There's your snap. They hand it to Palmer. Palmer's through the line of scrimmage, trying to get to first down. I think he's got it. He's got the line to gain inside the 35, down to the 33. Krisha Heston, Parker Properties first down, and the Eagles are in business.
Wow, that's really trusting your running back and your offensive line right there. That could have given some momentum back to Andrews had Decatur not got that first down, but a nice run by Palmer.
Now 2 receivers wide to each side. Palmer in the backfield with Escobar. Play fake, pass over the middle, complete to Luke White. He's inside the 10. Luke White is going to score on a 33-yard touchdown pass from Preston Escobar. A little play action right over the middle. Easy peasy.
I think that was just a run-pass option. I think he had the option to either give the ball to Nate or throw it to his receiver on the slant, and there was nobody there. He beat his cornerback, who was trying to protect the outside and deep, I guess, and then just outran him to the end zone. Really nice call and nice execution by the Eagles.
That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. There's your snap on your Decatur Tire extra point. Now Dape's good again. It's 14-0 on your James Wood scoreboard. 4:08 left in your first quarter. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football after this.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
This is Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network. Your Parker Properties kickoff by El Dape coming up. It's high and short to the near side, fielded at the 10-yard line. Fair caught again by Andrews. Wise Choice meets scoring summary. Decatur took over at their own 44, got 1 first down, and then a play fake on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line from Preston Escobar to Luke White. Went for pay dirt. And that's your score now, 14-0 on your James Wood scoreboard.
I think you're going to see a lot of the talking start to slow down, boys.
Yeah. Where are you on our sideline or
no.
the near sideline?
Tony, I'm at the 15 on our sideline.
Okay.
Yeah, we mentioned that during the break. There's a little that talking kind of gone.
Twins on each side now for Andrews. Galvan's going to throw it. He completes it here on the near side short. That's complete to number 6, Aiden Olivas. How would you say that, Coach? Olivas?
Olivas.
Gain of 8 on first down.
Could be Olivas.
Could be.
It's Olivas.
Olivas alone? Second and 2 for the Mustangs. They trail the Eagles here in the Rosenbaum Dental first quarter, 14-0. They'll stay with the 2 receiver set. Ball spotted on the left hash. Galvan takes the snap. He'll hand it to Tellez. He's across the 35. He's got a first down all the way out to the 38.
Don't ask me about Spanish. We love Spanish in our family. I've got a grandson named Juan Jose.
That's right.
He can't speak a lick of Spanish. Not a lick. Can't even count to 10 in Spanish.
But his dad can.
His dad can talk.
Also the tennis coach at Abilene Christian, correct?
He is. Juan Nunez.
The dad, not the kid.
The kid. The dad.
First and 10 for the Mustangs. They'll stay in the 2 receiver set to each side. They'll hand it to Tellez. Makes a cut, gets out across the 40. Nice run again. They're having a little bit of success running the ball straight ahead. They're all the way out to the 43, gain of 5.
Well, you know, that little bubble pass they threw, a lot of people say that's just like a run. It's just a real high percentage pass, and you've got a blocker out. The play they ran on first down to get him that second short, you know, that'll loosen up the defense a little bit. Just throw that out there once in a while, get the defense, you know, maybe thinking a little more lateral than running straight ahead.
Receiver comes in motion this time toward the far side. Now stops right about where the left tackle is. Galvan's going to keep it himself. He's met at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my goodness.
That was Ethan Talley and look.
The Vendozer.
The Vendozer.
Didn't take me long to learn. That dude, there were some massive bodies in there, and there's one man standing above it all when the dust settled. That was some Vendozer. I don't know the guy, but I'm a fan already.
He was selected as one of the 4A
he's
junior class outstanding linebackers in the state.
That dude can play.
He's just a junior. 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs from their own 44. Galvan sends a man in motion again. Now he'll stop on the left side. Galvan rolls left, looking to throw it. Throws it toward the near side. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Cade Johnson. And that's going to bring up, I would imagine, a punting situation for the Mustangs this early in the ball game, and there they are, punting unit.
You know, really, at some point, if the ball was a little further down the field, what was that last punt, 25 yards maybe?
Right. It's into the wind, too.
Into this wind, and he doesn't have a strong leg anyway.
You just go for it?
Well, I wouldn't right here, but give me 10 or 15 more yards, I might.
Right.
Because just not getting much out of their punts.
Antoine Gilbreth, look at that one. Hits at the Decatur 43, takes a Andrews bounce. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 30.
I think he was aiming that one at the Decatur back out there, trying to bounce it off his back.
Yeah.
And
it was end over end. Hit the ground and bounced another. Hit the ground after a 10-yard flight and then bounced another 10 yards.
It was definitely end over end.
Yeah.
I don't think that's probably about as good as you're going to do into this wind.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 35. Handoff. Palmer hesitates at the line of scrimmage, and he's met by number 44. That's Loudermilk. Jackson Loudermilk. Spells it like your son, by the way. Jaxon.
Yeah.
That's how my son was spelled.
Really?
The one that
I'd never seen a Jackson before.
Well, now they're everywhere. Y'all.
Well, no. There was one Jackson. I'll tell you that story in a minute.
2nd and 9. Escobar's going to throw it. Straight back drop. Throws it across the middle. It's complete to Luke White again. He's inside the 30, inside the 25, down to the 20, pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. And the connection of Escobar to Luke White in this ball game is something to see.
Wow, he let that ball rip.
Yeah, he had all day to throw it, too, back there.
Just a nice post pattern, just kind of got in a soft spot in the middle of that Andrews zone. And then it was a foot race.
Inside the Case IH red zone again here in the first quarter. Palmer hesitates, takes it down to the 5-yard line. Well, they'll spot him. Yeah, they'll spot him at the 5. That's going to be 2nd and goal for the Eagles. 1:15 on your James Woods scoreboard. Left here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. It's a handoff to Palmer again. Hesitates, still churning his legs, trying to get to the goal line, and he does. Nate Palmer in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of this early contest. And Decatur up 3 scores.
I tell you what, you can tell he's a good back. He's not very big. I don't know what he weighs.
Probably about 180, 185, I'm guessing.
Yeah. But what I love about him is
too.
when he makes contact, his legs never stop. They're like pistons.
Yep.
Just keep churning. And he carried some guys into the end zone that were much bigger than him.
Touchdown again brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. Jacob Haynes on the hold for the Decatur Tire extra point. He's got it, places it down. El Dape's kick is through the uprights. Yet again, we've seen that 3 times in your first quarter. It's 21-0 Decatur. We'll be right back.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
This is Decatur Eagle playoff football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and FittingWise. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary. It all started with a 65-yard pass from Preston Escobar to Luke White, their second big connection of this ball game, down to the 10-yard line, and then 2 runs by Nate Palmer as he punched it into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the night. So with 1:04 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first period, it's 21-0 Eagles.
Well, you just couldn't have started any better than, what they've started. I always like to have the wind. If it's a windy game in the playoffs, I always like to have the wind to start off the game, to get your momentum going, because by the time Andrews, has the win, they're 3 touchdowns down, and they've got to be thinking, oh no, it's going to be a long night.
It certainly worked out well for Decatur so far. On 1st and 10, Andrews from their own 25. Galvan is going to keep it himself up the middle, runs into a wall of people. Short gain of maybe 2. What happened?
Mendoza just the big 74 guy we were talking about he just came off. Mendoza came off the top ropes on him, flipped him over on the ground. They're going to have to do a little divot repair, I think, on that.
Rob, are you trying? Rob, you got something called down to the sidelines? I heard you. I thought you were trying to say something.
I think the line of scrimmage has a whole lot more to do with this score than that win does.
Probably.
It's been all Decatur up front, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, well, I'll add to that. Decatur with 161 yards of total offense to Andrews 39 as we sit here right now.
On 2nd and 8, they'll try to throw it, and it's incomplete. The pass defended there by Cade Brazil. Looked like he was looking for number 13, Adolfo Valles.
Hey, 3rd down and 8 here. Do you think if they run it, would we call a timeout to make them punt into this wind?
That's a good call for sure. Yeah, I think that'd be very wise.
Our camera lady, Jaylee Matthews, just showed up.
You know who else just walked in here?
Who?
Jacqueline Wenzel.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And she's bundled up, too.
3rd and 8 for the Mustangs from their own 27. Option play toward the near side. Running back gets through 1 tackle of Cade Johnson and close to the line to gain. Did they give him the 35? If he did, that's going to be a first down.
Yep, he did.
Looks like they're going to move the chains.
Picking up a first down for the Mustangs.
So much for my idea about calling a timeout right there.
No, I think it was a great call. Had it worked out the way we hoped, timeout, no doubt. You're talking about 25, 30 yards difference.
So 3 receivers split wide right now on this play for Andrews, 1st and 10. And now we've got whistles. And
Timeout, Andrews.
Call a timeout. Our first Grand Pools timeout of the night. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football after this.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
This is Decatur Eagle football on Decatur Sports Network. 1st and 10, Mustangs. They'll hand it straight up the middle to Tellez. 5-yard gain out to the 40. And 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to be the end of the Rosenbaum Dental first period. I don't feel like we should take a break. We just came back for 7 seconds.
Well,
but,
we can talk about that first quarter. Let me pull up some stats here.
There's no doubt it was all Decatur. I mean, we're looking out that Decatur was headed to the south end zone, which is to our right side, and basically my memory of the first quarter all involved about the last 30 yards to the south on this football field.
Well, let me throw some stats at you. Preston Escobar is 4 for 5 with 133 yards passing and 1 touchdown. Nate Palmer, 8 attempts, 30 yards. Luke White, 2 catches for 96 yards, and followed up by Kyler Crow with 1 catch for 29 yards. Brody McClure leading your tackles, 2 solo. He's got 3 total tackles. Tobin Petrie with 2. Lando with 1. And
I will say
the Vendozer probably has more than 1.
I was going to say leading in the category of setting the tone is the
no
Vendozer.
doubt. There's no doubt.
So they'll flip directions, and Andrews now working toward the south. They'll have the wind behind their back during this second period, which is brought to you by NRS. Galvan in a shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself and get out to the 43-yard line, 2 yards short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Again, if you're just joining us on your James Wood scoreboard, it's 21-0 Decatur. They had a huge first quarter.
Dominating
first
quarter.
I would
it
definitely
was just
call
total
it that.
domination. Yeah.
Now a bunch formation split right for the Mustangs, which is the near side to us. Handoff Tellez. That was Hunter Chenault, met him in the backfield, grabbed his ankles, but he's able to get across the 45. That's going to be good for the first down. You know, in a team that's an offense that's built kind of like this, it's just really hard for them to overcome big deficits.
Well, what it looks like to me, Andrews needs a pound at running back. I bet that running back weighs about 140 pounds. Maybe they have 150, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Quarterback's got some size.
Yeah, he does, and the offensive line has got some good size.
It's going to be a pass this time. It's complete on the near side. That's complete to number 20, Cooper Iverson.
Just a quick pass. The quarterback just raises it up and throws it to the right. Wide receiver on the line of scrimmage with a lead blocker out there. That's really a high efficiency pass play, and really the only pass play they've had any luck with.
Yeah, anything they've thrown across the line of scrimmage has been incomplete.
Yeah, no, that's a danger zone. Don't go in the Vendozer danger zone.
2nd and 2 for the Mustangs. Their first time inside Decatur territory now at the 46. Galvan's going to keep it himself. He's going to have another first down. In the ball game now at running back for the Mustangs, Jashawn Dubose, a 5'9 freshman, number 38. It's the first time we've gotten a look at Jashawn.
Yeah, a little freshman.
Across the front for Decatur, it's Chenault, Petrie, and Talley, your linebackers, Henry and Vinzant. Outside, Lane Heston and Brody Edens. Bunch formation of receivers to the near side. Galvan in a shotgun, 1st and 10. He's going to go left as an option. He's going to keep it himself. He's across the 40 and now across the 35. Well, they'll spot it right at the 35. Nice gain of about 7 yards that time on the quarterback keeper.
Well, I thought Henry was going to be in good position. He just overran it a little bit, and the ball carrier cut it back up inside and was able to get 2 or 3 extra yards to give him a nice 2nd down and 3.
9:20 and counting here in your NRS second period. Best field position of the night, best drive of the night for the Mustangs at the Decatur 35, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Galvan looks to throw it. Now he's under pressure. Now he throws it deep down the far side. Nobody there. Cade Johnson, the nearest man to it, but it's incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 3.
Well, it looked like he wanted to throw an out, and the receiver was well covered that time. I guess Cade Johnson had the coverage, and so the quarterback thought he'd start running up the middle. Then he thought that ain't going to go anywhere, so he just raised up and just threw it over everybody.
I think he looked up and saw 38 and 32.
I think he did.
Caden Barnes comes in at nose tackle on this 3rd and 3. They'll hand it off to Du Bois. I believe he's got the first down. The ball is out. They're going to call him down.
And he was not. We stripped it away before he went down.
You had a good look at that?
Oh, I'm standing right here.
Yeah, we can see it on the replay. Well, we can't see it as nearly as well as you could. You had a good angle on that. But in any event, Andrews keeps possession at the Decatur 30. 21-0 Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard.
They'll be coming after that again.
Coming after what?
That strip.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was the freshman?
Yeah.
He sits to Galvan's left, does Du Bois. Play fake. Galvan's going to keep it himself up the middle. Had quite a bit of room that time, and he's inside the 20. That's another Andrews first down. And this, for the first time this possession, Andrews looking like they're taking it to Decatur a little bit, running it straight ahead.
Then they're doing a good job mixing it up. They're throwing passes on the perimeter, getting outside a couple of times, and then that time with a nice run straight up the middle by the quarterback.
3 receivers left, a tight end on the right side on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Du Bois. He's trying to get around the corner, and he can't do it. That's Antoine Gilbreth. He'll drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Antoine with a nice play that time. He was trying to get the edge, but there wasn't any way he was going to get out past big number 14, the junior defensive back for the Eagles.
Cade Johnson will come off, and Jacob Haynes comes in. They'll call that only a 1-yard loss. It's 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs. All right, you're going to have to help me on this formation there, Coach. What do you call this?
Double diamond.
Double
That's what
diamond.
I call it.
Inverted wishbone.
Yeah.
Inverted wishbone. That's exactly what it looks like.
There's your snap. They'll hand it to Tellez this time. After a lot of crissing and crossing in the backfield, they handed it off to Tellez up the middle. Short gain inside the 20 to the 19. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long for Andrews. I don't think there's any question, even if they don't get the first down here, that they're probably going to have to go for it down 21 points already.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem is the best end-over-end kicker they have is their punter.
Yeah, true. Well, we haven't seen him kick at all yet, though.
Well, no, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
So 3rd and 9. There's Galvan, keeps it himself. He's inside the 20, down to the 15. Churns his legs. He's going to be short of the first down by about 2, but I'm sure they'll go for it. The ball spotted at the 13. Just past the 11, it looks like, is the line to gain for a first down. Hatchell comes off. Ethan Talley comes back in at defensive end. Other than that, I think we've got all starters in for the Decatur defense.
I'm going to be really surprised if the quarterback Galvan doesn't run this one. He's been their most effective runner, especially after the freshman put it on the ground a while ago.
They'll call it 4th and 3. I hear a whistle at the snap. And
timeout Andrews, I believe.
Yep. Timeout Andrews. We'll call it a Grand Pools timeout and take one ourselves. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football after this.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms may vary by situation.
On takes the snap. There's some movement on the line of scrimmage. I don't know if it was Decatur. I know Decatur moved.
Really, I think it's going to be on Andrews here. Got lucky because we had 2 guys jump, but they had one also.
I see what the white hat said. I think they're going to call offsides on the Eagles.
Oh, huge.
Coach Huff's not going to be happy about that either way.
That's probably why he called timeout, to make sure they could try to hard count them and see if they get somebody jump off sides.
From the 8-yard line with 6
So
minutes
first and goal,
to go
Andrews inside the Decatur 10 now. A fast-moving second quarter brought to you by NRS. 21-0 is your score for now. Decatur with the lead, but Andrews in business. A big number 44, Loudermilk in the backfield with Galvan. There's your snap. They're going to play fake. Pass is complete at the 5. That's the number 20, and he is...
He could have stepped in the end zone. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he's hurting over there. He can't get any of this air here in whatever county Clyde's in.
They're going to spot that ball.
Callahan?
Yep, Callahan County. They'll spot it about 6 inches shy of the goal line.
Looks like he could have stepped right in, but he got kind of disoriented. Maybe he was hurt. Apparently he is hurt.
Just looking at the one trainer that's down there, I think he's probably got the breath knocked out of him.
I mean, he is right on the goal line. The ball is just inches away.
Yeah, it looks like about 6 inches down here from the goal line. It's inside the 1, just about 6 inches from the goal line.
You got a good view of it too, right there where you're standing. Might be a little cold, but you still have a good view.
I got Jacqueline with me now, so I'm about to hand it off to her and go find a heater.
Oh, it's cozy up here. So about the length of a football, or maybe the half of the football, is how short they are. And Loudermilk in the backfield. Galvan under center this time. They'll take the snap. They're going to hand it to Loudermilk. He's met in the backfield, dropped for a loss. Brody McClure in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of 1. They're going to spot it back at about the 2-yard line now.
That's a great play. He just shot through there and hit him low. He's such a big back. Once you get them low, they don't have anywhere to go but just fall over, and that's what he did.
I think he went the wrong way, too. The quarterback was telling him, you need to go right. I think he went left. And
I thought for sure it'd be a quarterback sneak under the center like that.
So now it's 3rd and goal. Andrews from the Decatur 2.5. Loudermilk in the backfield with Galvan in a shotgun. Snap is back. Galvan's going to keep it himself. Met short of the goal line and pushed back. Denied by the Decatur defense at the 2. Number 56, was it Ethan Talley?
Ethan Talley.
Huge stand here so far by Decatur.
Wow, how awesome would it be?
Coach is over here on the sideline yelling to the defense to watch the ball on this play right here. It's 4th down and 2.
Yeah.
Don't want somebody to jump here, give them a fresh set of downs.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So Loudermilk in the backfield with Galvan. One receiver split wide on each side, and a tight end on each side of the Andrews offensive line. Shotgun formation. There's your snap. Handoff Loudermilk. He reaches for the goal line, and he's in. Andrews is on the scoreboard with his first touchdown of this ball game, and it's 21-6.
Well, he barely got in. If there's any consolation, that would have been a huge stop if somehow.
I think it was the same play they ran before, but he ran the right direction.
The correct direction.
Yep, ran to the right side of the line.
Yeah.
So they look like they're possibly going to go for 2.
Swing in the gate. Four linemen split out to the left.
There's your snap, Galvan. Looks like it's an option play. Now it's going to be a pass, and it's complete. Guy was wide open. That was Loudermilk again. So he scores the touchdown and catches the 2-point conversion, and it's 21-8 Decatur with 4:27 left in your NRS second period. Let's take a quick break, Charlie. We'll be back with more right after this.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
This is Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. The Andrews kickoff hits at the 25, and it's going to roll out of bounds.
Ball going to roll out of bounds.
Where do they spot that now?
Come out to the 35.
Okay.
Well, no, actually it'll be that went out at the 20 yard line.
They just enforce it from where it went out, or what?
Well, if you knock it out of bounds, usually comes out to the 35.
That looks like yeah. The players aren't standing there, but the officials are. Nobody knows.
Well, my last 4 years have been in college ball. It comes out to the 35 on college ball. I know that.
They're going to put.
You know what? Maybe it is a 30.
They're going to put this one at the 30.
Yes, it is a 30.
Now Decatur needing to respond. They're leading 21-8, but Andrews able to go down and punch that one in the end zone. Nice drive by the Mustangs. It was long and converted a 2-point conversion. So Crow comes in motion. Pistol formation for the Eagles. Escobar's going to keep it and roll to his right, looking to throw it. Throws it incomplete. Hit Hunter Smith a little bit behind him and low. That's going to be incomplete. I thought Escobar was just going to tuck it and run.
He had a lot of room. Yeah, he had a lot of room if he wanted to run it.
So Crow will go off. Devin James will come in our 2-back set. He'll be to Escobar's left and Palmer directly behind him in the pistol. There's your snap. Hand off Palmer. He gets through the line of scrimmage, hesitates, turning his legs all the way out to the 38-yard line. Nice run of 8 yards. Didn't look like he made that much until I looked up and saw where the official was standing, Nate.
He keeps pushing the pile.
Yeah.
He keeps pushing the pile. This is a big play right here because you don't want to put your defense right back on the field and let Andrews continue with their momentum. 3rd and 2.
They'll hand it to Palmer. He's trying to get the edge on the far side. He does. He breaks into the secondary, and Nate's on the run. Foot race to the end zone, and nobody is going to catch number 7, and it is a 62-yard touchdown run for Nate Palmer.
Got a flag.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And hats off to the official. He threw it from about the 15, and the flag is laying on this 48. He threw that flag about 35, 37 yards in the air.
I'm assuming it's going to be a holding call.
I don't know. There were 6 other officials closer than him, and he absolutely has a rocket.
You still should be a first down, right? If it's a spot foul.
It'll be close. That was a pretty run, though.
I mean, he just strung it out to this near side, found a hole, and he was gone.
I bet we see a little more of that.
No, it is a first down.
It is?
Yep, it is. It was far enough down the field. It was 12 yards from the line of scrimmage where the holding took place.
Could you tell who the call was on, Rob?
No.
I mean, it happened in the secondary, so in any event, it's still 1st and 10 Eagles. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 2-back set with Escobar. They'll hand it to Palmer again. He's met at the line of scrimmage this time and nowhere to go. Thrown back That's a no gain whatsoever. They'll spot it 2nd and 10 at the 40.
Just got a notice on ESPN. The Atlanta Braves just signed this guy.
Who? Oh.
Braves just signed this referee.
It gets our attention in Decatur when you say the Braves signed somebody because of Bryce. On 2nd and 10, Escobar with a straight drop back. He's going deep down the left side looking for Hunter Smith. Too far over his head.
Wow.
And incomplete.
I wouldn't have thought he could do that throwing into this wind, but he sure did.
Is the wind still about the same speed, Rob?
Yeah, it's about 10 to 15 miles an hour, but it's blowing right into Escobar's face.
Yeah, those
You know
flags.
what? You'll see a lot of times on something like that, it turns out to be the offensive advantage because the ball will come up short, and it's almost like a back shoulder throw where the receiver. But man, he put some mustard on that one.
3rd and 10. He's going to come to his right. It's a counter draw to Palmer. Hesitates, jumps, cuts. He's going to be met at the 43, and it's going to be short. And it's probably going to be the first punting situation for the Eagles of the night, what it looks like.
Yeah,
Under
like
3 minutes
friendly
to go.
fire, a couple of Mustangs down, laying right next to each other. One of them is holding his left ankle, guys.
2:53 left here in your NRS second period. We've got an injury timeout. You want to take a quick break, Charlie, and we'll come back?
Yeah, let's take one.
We'll be right back after this.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Hagen Tuck, the injured Mustang, being helped off the field, number 3, not putting any weight on his left leg, hoping that Hagen is going to be okay. But it's going to be 4th and 5, Decatur from their own 45-yard line, and Jacob Haynes comes in for his first punt of the evening. And is that Galvan back deep? Never seen the quarterback back deep to receive the punt, but there we have it. 2:51 left in your NRS second period. It's 21-8 Decatur. There's your snap to Haynes. Flag on the play. The ball is high. Hits at the 32. Takes a Decatur bounce. Not very much one.
About a 28-yard punt.
Let's see what the flag is.
Well, that could give us a first down if it happens to be against Andrews.
Doesn't look like it's. The way that everyone's reacting is they're probably just going to decline.
It's going against the Eagles. They're talking to the head coach right now of Andrews to see what he wants to do. The ball's sitting at about the 31-yard line. So 69 yards away for Andrews if they decline the penalty. It looks like they will.
False start called against Decatur.
So the Decatur defense is coming on to the field. 2.5 minutes to go in your NRS second quarter, and
it's like they're going to mark the penalty off afterwards.
Tell you what's a big drive right here. You don't want to
big
and
drive.
put it in the end zone and then go into halftime thinking they have a chance. It's defense needs to step up and play like they did the first 2 or 3 series.
Yeah, it's funny that as much of the first quarter was dominated by Decatur, the second quarter not so much. And if you're just going by quarter, Andrews winning this one 8-0.
This might be the furthest on the field the football has been. 36 yards on the side.
1st and 10, Andrews. There's your snap. It's an option left. Now a reverse. Coming around the near side. Gets to the 40-yard line and pushed out of bounds at the 41. That's Aiden
Olivas.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'll leave us alone.
It's going to be interesting to see how Andrews will do. They've got 2:24 left, which is a lot of time, but it's not if you're a running team.
Yeah, and they've used 2 timeouts already, I believe.
Yeah.
So they got 1 timeout left. He did get out of bounds, which is good for them. 2nd and 4. 1 receiver split out to each side. Ball on the right hash. Galvan's going to keep it himself. Hesitates at the 43, push back, short gain of 1.
That number 3 that just left the ball game, he's on the sideline jogging back and forth for Andrews.
That's
so
good.
I think you'll probably see him back.
3rd down and 3, speaking of 3.
Well, they're just kind of letting the clock roll down. It's now under 2 minutes to go.
If they're not going to get the first down, they don't want to give Decatur too much time if they have to punt it.
Well, they're going to take play clocks down to 15. No hurry.
Bunch receiver formation on the right side. Pass is complete here on the near side. Missed tackle. Another missed tackle. Receiver into Decatur territory at the 48.
Once again, just a quick stick pass. The quarterback just raises up and throws it directly sideways to the receiver that's standing there dead in his tracks. And he was able to get up along the sideline, make a couple of defenders miss. And with 1:37 to go in the second half, the Andrews Mustangs are in Eagle territory with the ball at the 47-yard line.
Mustangs will go to their 2 receiver set on each side. They'll play fake. Galvan's going to go deep down the middle. The ball's way up high, up for grabs, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy.
Everybody wanting a flag on this side. Cade Brazil ran into the receiver.
We dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I think he's going to say he got his head around in time.
I mean, the ball was nowhere near the 2 of them.
Severely underthrown.
Yeah.
Going to be incomplete.
I mean, he definitely hit the receiver well before he should have.
Yeah,
but I think the ball was
certainly could have thrown a flag,
yes.
and nobody would have thought anything about it.
No. The only explanation for not throwing one would have been there's no way he could have caught it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why he didn't throw it.
2nd and 10. Handoff Tellez up the middle. Tackle made at the 41. Okay, why did he not throw it?
I think he threw his arm out that last time when he threw it 40 yards.
He's only got one zinger in him per half. Clock running with 1:13 left in your NRS second quarter. 3rd down and 4. Pump fake and a sack. Brody Edens coming in from the backside. He's got Galvan at the 48, but I think he had a receiver well behind any Decatur defender.
No, well, I don't know about that. They faked the pass they've been throwing straight sideways. They pumped it, and the guy that usually blocks stuttered step that he went on tried to get behind Gilbert, but I don't know that. I think Gilbert had good coverage. I hate to contraire you.
No, you're more than welcome to.
But I do think
it
that
wouldn't be the first time.
Antoine had good coverage on the receiver, good enough to be able to make a play if he had to.
4th and 10. Andrew's going to take a timeout. Looks like right here.
Yep, they will. 23 seconds left. Let's take a quick one too, Charlie. We'll be right back.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
This is Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fitting Wise. It's Jackson. There's your punt. It's end over end and low. Hits at the 20, rolls at the 10, and it's going to die at the 2.
There's a flag back here at the 45.
Uh-oh. Could you tell what it is, Rob?
No. He just signaled a coach that it's going to be illegal procedure.
So I would imagine we'd make him kick that over if we're getting it at the 22. Or at the 2.
There's a flag back at the 45.
Is Jackson listening? Or you sent him a picture of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's listening or not, but he wants to join the broadcast. It's pretty obvious. Jackson Shipley.
He He can be on the sideline.
Sorry, Jackson. This broadcast is for professionals only.
Yeah. I'll go back to the car then.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But Decatur's going to take that penalty, and they're going to push the Mustangs back as we crawl to a close of this first half. 15 seconds left in your second quarter. Thanks to NRS for sponsoring our second quarter. 21-8 your score on your James Wood scoreboard. After the assessment of the flag, ball spotted at the Andrews 48-yard line.
Still nobody back to receive this punt.
They're just making sure. End over end kick. Almost looks like an exact replay of the first one, and this one's going to roll into the end zone. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, they're going to call it a touchback. So what is Jackson headed to Abilene, or is he in Austin, or what's he doing?
I have no idea. He's in Austin, I guess. Could be worse. Instead of being on the sideline, he could be out.
I think you're going to see Decatur take a knee. 6 seconds left.
I think it makes sense too. 6 seconds left in the half. 21-8 lead. They get the ball coming out of the locker room to start the third quarter. Are you going to try to get Coach Huff going in or coming out at halftime?
Coming out.
Okay.
So you can get warmed up between now and then.
So Escobar takes a knee. That's going to do it for your first half. Decatur will go to the locker room with a 21-8 lead on your James Wood scoreboard. We'll be back with your halftime show with stats from the first half. I would say scores around the area, but we're the only team playing right now. And also the Big Blue Marching Band and an interview with Coach Huff for our Carrillo, Sipes, and Tibbles halftime show. We'll be back after this.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, "Go Eagles!"
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back, Eagles fans, to Halftime Show brought to you by Carrillo, Sipes, and Tibbles. We normally would show the Big Blue Marching Band right now, but they've turned around on us and are playing to the other side, so all you would get to see is their backs. So we're going to talk some stats with our resident statistician, Buddy Kirkland. Buddy, how are you doing out here?
Doing great.
Now, are you indoors or are you outdoors?
No, we're indoors.
That's good.
We're indoors with the timekeepers and everybody else. So
okay,
it's a little tight, but at least it's warm.
What do you got for us?
Well, let's see. Starting off with 41 seconds left in the first quarter, Nate Palmer ran for 8 yards and a touchdown. The point after kick by El Dape was good. And then at 4:08 in the first quarter, Preston Escobar completed a beautiful pass to Luke White, who was wide open for a 41-yard touchdown. And, of course, El Dape was good with the extra point. And with 1:15 left, Nate Palmer ran a 4-yard touchdown. The point after by El Dape was good again. in your second quarter. Jackson Loudermilk on a 4th down play scored from 2 yards out, and then the 2-point conversion was good for Andrews. And then with 4:27 in the second period, no, that was it. That's the end of your scoring. I'm sorry, there was a typo there. My bad. Total offense, Decatur 179 yards, Andrew 123. Andrews had some really good drives in that second quarter.
Yeah, we were talking about during the show about how they pretty much won the second quarter. I mean, all the momentum switched back to Andrews. It appeared in that second quarter there. But Decatur, unfortunately, when they had the wind, had the 3 touchdowns, went up 21-0. So it's going to be hard to come back for Andrews, even throughout the rest of the game. But I bet you that Coach Huff is having some talks with the team about letting up after jumping out to that big lead so quickly. To the energy levels seem to have gone down. Defense didn't play as well. But I bet, knowing Coach Huff, I bet that gets addressed at halftime.
I think it'll get addressed, and it'll get addressed very soundly.
Because I've heard Coach Huff say before, we play to the last snap.
That's right.
And so of course you're not gonna, try to run up a score, 85-0 or something like that.
No,
I wouldn't expect that from a Decatur Eagles team. But
that's not good.
But I think he does expect his team, regardless, especially this early in the game, to just keep the hammer on until he tells them to turn it off. Certainly he wouldn't at this time of the game.
Oh, yeah. Keep our foot on the throttle as long as we can, and then, of course, he'll know when it's time to maybe back off if that happens.
Yeah.
So it's good. I mean, as far as our offense goes, Nate's, of course, leading rusher with 48 yards on 11 carries. That's by far the best carry we've got. Luke White has just exploded.
Yes, he has.
It's great to see him. And it's incredible. Of course, now if that run would have counted, that Palmer made, that would have really increased our rushing yardage. But, occasionally somebody has to reach out and grab a jersey, and,
Yeah,
one of those things.
Try it on every now and
Yeah,
then.
it works. Of course, defensively, Brody McClure is taking the reins again this evening with 7 solo tackles, or 5 solos, 4 assists. So you got 7 tackles total, and 1 tackle for a loss in the first half. And the sack by Brody Edens was very timely, and the quarterback never saw that coming.
Nope.
Brothers blindsided him. It was beautiful, beautiful rush, blitz from the outside, and it was really great. And they, we answered back with that. Eldape is 3 for 3 on extra points. Jacob Haynes has got a 27-yard punting average. So things are running status quo.
Good. If you're just joining us, normally we'd be showing the Big Blue Marching Band at this time, but we're on the home side. The Eagles are on the visitor side, so they have turned away from the home side here to play to their home fans, to play to the Decatur fans over on the other side. So we're not able to get a good sound on them. So unfortunately, we're not going to get the Big Blue Marching Band for you on this halftime show. But Rob's back in the booth with us, so let's take a quick break. We may want to kind of regroup here and kind of set the game plan for next half. So we'll take a quick break and be right back with you, Eagles fans, on the Carrillo Sipes Tibbles halftime show, where Decatur is leading 21-8 at halftime.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey, man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagles football. The halftime score 21-8. The Eagles lead the Andrews Mustangs. It was all Eagles in the first quarter, and it was mostly all Andrews in the second quarter, but the Eagles defense able to hold them out of the end zone. Look at some of the other scores, other games going on. There's really no scores. Lubbock Estacado plays Canyon Randall tonight at Happy State Bank. That is in Canyon, and the winner of that game will play the winner of this game. And then the Canyon Eagles play the Brownwood Lions tonight. They are playing at 7 o'clock at Midland's, used to be Grande Communication Stadium. I think it's called Astound or a different name now, but they're playing out in Midland tonight. And then the winners of the winner of the Canyon Randall, of the Canyon and Brownwood game will play the winner of the nightcap here in Clyde, the Big Spring Steers, playing Wichita Falls. That game is scheduled to start at 8 o'clock right here at Bulldog Stadium, and you're starting to see some of the Big Spring fans file into the stadium. Big Spring and Andrews, I think, are in the same district, and so you're seeing some of those fans come in here and start filling up this stadium. I don't know what kind of crowd you're going to get from Wichita Falls tonight here, but I'm sure it'll be a sight to see whenever this Decatur game is over and the second game starts. Over in Region 2, in Region 2, Kaufman is playing China Springs. Stephenville is playing Anna. That ought to be a high-scoring affair. Stephenville and Anna, you would think, tonight. Dallas Carter taking on Lake Worth. And then Kennedale playing Salina tonight. If you go over to Region 3, Kilgore playing El Campo. The Bay City taking on Tyler Chapel Hill. Lindale playing Brazosport. And then Stafford playing Lumberton. And then down in Region 4, Port Lavaca Calhoun taking on Canyon Lake. The San Antonio Davenport playing Corpus Christi Cal Allen. And Somerset playing Lavernia, and Pleasanton playing Bernie. That's your 4A Division I games taking place this weekend. Port Lavaca Calhoun 28-13. That game has already gone final, so Port Lavaca Calhoun will advance in the 4A Division I playoffs. We're here with the Carrillo, Sipes, and Tibbles halftime show at Bulldog Stadium. The Eagles lead at 21-8 over the Andrews Mustangs. We'll take a break and be back with more Eagles football. You're listening to Eagles Championship Football on the Decatur Sports Network.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to your Carrillo, Sipes, and Tibbles halftime show. Pat Wadlington along with Charlie T. and Bob Shipley. 10 minutes and 54 seconds left on your halftime, what do you call that? The halftime clock, I guess?
Halftime clock, yeah.
Andrews band on the field. And, you know, Bob, we were talking about before we came on the air just to talk a little bit about the first half in general. I know that Charlie and Buddy and Rob discussed a lot, but it seems a little bit like, you know, two really different quarters.
Really was. I wonder how much the wind played into that. The first quarter, the Eagles had the wind and just totally dominated. Did a really good job of mixing up the run and the pass. And, into that wind, our passes, it seemed like we were throwing more down the field instead of the crossing stuff that we were hitting earlier. And I'm certainly not second-guessing anybody. I've had people do that my whole career. So I'm certainly not doing that. But I would imagine the wind played a part in that. And I'm a little bit of John Candy, progressive gambler, Mr. Vegas. I never deferred when a toss. I wanted the ball. Always wanted the ball. Always wanted to score. Always tried to have something up my sleeve to be able to score on that first drive to put the other team like,
Well, but in this situation, we deferred. They had a strong wind in their face. We held them 3 and out, and we were able to do that anyway. So that's why that first quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, me again. I am not typical.
You're not. You're definitely not that.
I'm a very aggressive coach. If I had my choice, they probably. I mean, if they're going to give you the ball, then. They're probably going to want the wind. I say they.
Whoever the opponent is.
So, if I want the ball.
Right. You always do.
I want the ball. I want to go down because if somehow the coin toss could work out where Decatur has the wind and the ball to start the third quarter, then I think they can put this game out of reach.
And I don't know which direction we'll be going. I know we get the ball, but I would assume that.
Well, a lot of coaches will say, hey, I want to win the fourth quarter, so if I got to come back and win the game. But the problem is, if you're not really a passing team, then it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Right.
That's why I think, if you could somehow get the wind and the ball in the second half, put this game out of reach, if you could somehow find that magic you had in the first quarter.
Let me ask you this. As a former coach, you've watched this first half. An incredible first quarter by Decatur, kind of a ho-hum second quarter by Decatur with just not as crisp of execution defensively. Andrews was able to move the ball on us, at least in that one drive. What are you saying to your kids in the locker room?
Well, just go back to, I would think every coach would say exactly the same thing. Go back and just do the things that got us here in the first place. I think as a coach, you've got to try to make them defend the entire field. And we did a good job of that in the first quarter. We had success running outside, inside, throwing the ball. The second quarter, we got away from that a little bit. And I think that Andrews, they picked up their play a notch in the second quarter.
And I was going to say, we'd be remiss not to give Andrews credit for, A, not quitting when they got down 21-0 real quick. B, coming out playing real well in the second quarter and still making this a game at halftime, 21-8. What do you say if you're in the Andrews locker room?
Well, they've got to – I think the first drive that Andrews has in this third quarter will tell us an awful lot. If they could somehow recapture what they had going in the second quarter and could drive down the field and score, then we better buckle up because it's going to be – a lot closer game than we thought it would be at the end of the first quarter. I think, if you're Andrews, you say, hey, we've proven we can run the ball down the throat. We've proven we can, throw it on them a little bit. So
let me ask you this. Everybody, like I said at the beginning of the game, I think Decatur was favored by 33 points in this one. And, if you're Decatur – are you thinking onside kick possibly coming out of the second half, put your hands team out there in the front?
It's a good possibility, I think, considering the fact that the very first punt Andrews had, they ran a fake punt. That shows a little bit of desperation to me.
And deep in their own territory pretty much.
Well, it could be. We don't know. They were doing a rugby-style punt. It could be that the punter took it upon himself to try to get the first down. Although it wasn't their punter.
It was the running back.
Yeah,
it was the running back.
Yeah,
that was by design.
Yeah.
That was by design. So 5 minutes and 45 seconds. We're now on the clock, Charlie. Let's take another break. When we come back, I think we'll go down on the field with Rob and Jacqueline.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Y'all going to be ready to catch Coach Huff when they come out of the locker room there in the corner of the end zone?
Yep, we got him covered.
All right, we'll be right back.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, "Go Eagles!"
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. The conclusion of the Carrillo, Sops, and Tibbles halftime show. I see the Eagles coming out of the locker room. We're going to go down the field. Rob, can you see Coach Huff just yet?
No, not yet. He's making his way out.
Is it still chilly down there?
These boys have a little bit of fire lit under them, so I think he's trying to stay out of their way.
Now you're on camera now, pretty close up. So who you got there with you?
Do what?
I said you're on camera now.
We got a close-up of y'all right now.
Oh, this is Jacqueline. This is the A team. She didn't show up to the end of the first quarter. She had to serve 1 quarter suspension. And
I bet she was glad about that. Get it up here in the warrant.
Yeah, I think she's wanting to go back up there and just sit out the rest of the game.
She's going to self-impose another quarter after
Yeah,
this.
exactly. When we were at the Mineral Wells game, she did tell me she did not like cold weather.
Yeah, she's said that 3 times already tonight.
I texted her and told her to bundle up. So
we got somebody coming out here. We're going to catch him here in just a second.
All right.
He's still got his businessman's face, so.
Okay. He'll find you.
I'm trying to corral him over here.
There he is.
All right, we got Coach Huff with us. Coach, thoughts on the first half?
For the most part, I thought pretty clean. If the penalty hurt us there, we scored on 3 of our 4 possessions, but at the same time, we got to finish that drive off too. So, got to play better first down defense. I think that's one of the keys of the ball game. Play good defense on first down. Got a chance to get the chains.
I think we've had the ball 5 minutes. They've had it about 18. How important is this first drive of the third quarter?
I think it's real important. Just what to talk to the kids about. Come out and scratch, get some kind of score out of this deal, because otherwise, you kind of get the game's gonna get shorter and shorter. So we've got to do our job on offense.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, guys, it's Coach Huff.
All right, Rob, I appreciate it. Let's take one more break. 2.5 minutes before our second half kickoff. We'll be back with the start of your third quarter here just shortly.
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey, man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise, as we get set to start your third quarter, brought to you by the shop in Decatur.
Chapman Landscape, did we see what Chase did this morning?
Oh, I saw
Holy moly.
His deer?
Yeah.
I think they're all fake. I think he's got something up his sleeve, and every time he posts one of those, I've lived in Decatur 8 years, and I've probably seen 25 deer like that. And
I don't know if it was like that one. That was a nice one.
Well, he's got plenty, but no, in all truthfulness, he's lived in Decatur so long, he's got all the great spots all gobbled up for himself. So, in any event, Decatur will be headed into the wind to start this third quarter. Kickoff coming from the Mustangs. And Nate Palmer, Antoine Gilbreth, and Kyler Crow back deep. Palmer standing in the middle at the Decatur 10.
Hey, inside information, somebody in the locker room said the message was to win first down and keep what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what he told me in the interview. His first down was really, really important, offensively and defensively. That's what he said coming out of the locker room, too.
I guess I should have listened to that.
The interview?
Well, I heard the interview for this game.
The Pampa interview was incredible. We played it twice.
It was great.
There's your kick. It's going to hit at the 25. Gilbreth's got it. He's trying to bring it around the far side. Makes one defender miss. Now he breaks into the open. Out across the 35. Still on his feet. All the way out to the 50-yard line. Antoine Gilbreth giving that first down signal for the Eagles. And a great start for this third quarter for Decatur.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
That's a nice run and a nice way to start things off if you want to try to gain a little momentum back, for sure.
All right, I think the 36-yard line is the furthest the ball has been going this direction. We'll see if the Eagles
for either team, you're right. On 1st and 10, Escobar in a shotgun. He'll hand it to Palmer up the middle, breaks to the outside. He's going to get the edge. He's inside the 40. He's on his feet. It's a foot race. He's inside the 20, going to be pushed out at the 10. That looked like number 24 had an angle on him and able to push him out. But a nice run by Nate Palmer. Kali Torres pushes him out of bounds. And Decatur
actually going to spot him at the 16. I think maybe he went out of
inside
bounds
the Case IH red zone here.
Decatur hurries up. They'll hand it to Palmer again. Pushes toward the 10-yard line. Gets it. I think they'll spot that just inside the 10.
Going to be right on the 10.
You're right there, aren't you?
Yeah, right on the 10.
Nice gain of 6 yards. That's winning on first down.
So not even a minute gone, and Decatur at the 10-yard line from the Mustangs here in your third quarter. Escobar hands this one to Crow. He comes up the middle inside the 5. I believe he's got the Krisha Heston first down. They're going to spot him at the 3. It'll be first and goal, Decatur.
Well, he was going to score. He just got tripped up a little bit.
Sniper got him.
His feet. Yeah, if he could have kept his feet, he was going in the end zone.
My good buddy Todd Moore always told me the most important drive of the ball game is the first one coming out of the third quarter, and if that is true, this looks good for Decatur.
Sure does. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left is Hunter Smith. There's your snap. Escobar's going to keep it himself. Met just past the line of scrimmage and dropped. Short gain. He'll get down to the 2-yard line, bring up second and goal, and somebody limping off over there. Is that Devin James?
Number 5.
Yep. Devin not able to put weight on his right foot. Maybe we can get a report on him here in a second, but it's second and goal. It's Smith and Feltz here on the left side. Escobar's going to keep it again himself, and this time he's pushing his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Decatur they did that work in a 1 minute and 51 seconds.
All on the ground.
Yep. So much for your, well, they didn't throw it, but there goes your theory of nobody getting past the 36-yard line going to the north.
There's a goal line down here on this end of the field.
Yeah. McLaughlin Supply sponsoring that touchdown, and Jacob Haynes in to hold for El Dape on your Decatur Tire point after attempt. There's your snap. Handled well by Haynes. The kick is up. It's good. And just like that, it's 28-8 Decatur. 10:09 left in your third quarter. Brought to you by The Shop. We'll take a break and be right back.
Hey Wise County, Erie Co AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erie Co has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary by Decatur. It was a 50-yard drive capped off with a Preston Escobar 2-yard touchdown run as Parker Properties kickoff is fielded by the 11, at the 11. And it's Olivis. I can't get that one right
leave it
tonight.
alone.
I had a lot going on right there, guys. I had so many sponsors I had to mention. I got them all messed up.
But going back to that extra point, that snap was not right to the holder. He did a good job of getting it down. As same as the first one of the day. That one rolled back. This one was a little bit wide left. He had to go get it.
Yeah, they've had some issues there. I've noticed that. Jacob's been doing a great job holding. Not holding like a penalty, but holding the extra points.
Not a bad job for a kickoff and kick coverage with the wind blowing as hard as it is for them to have the ball to 20.
Yeah, inside the 25. Galvan's going to keep it himself across the 25 to the 26. We had a little conversation about Chase Chapman's deer, and he sends me a picture saying, "Hey, this ain't fake, bro." And my buddy Bob Shipley here during the break, he said, "Ask him how he got the tag out of his ear so fast."
I speak by experience, I can assure you.
Second and 6, they'll call it on your James Wood scoreboard.
Actually, I'm really good at pinning the ears back when I get my
just
picture
covering it up. Handoff coming to the near side. Now the back cuts up the middle. He breaks into the secondary. Basically a touchdown-saving tackle made there by Cade Brazil. There might have been another Decatur backside secondary guy.
It would have been close, but that was a nice run. Once he broke through the original line of scrimmage, he shot to the outside.
That was Tellez on the carry. And it's a first down for Andrews. This Decatur defense going to have to stiffen up here. Galvan option to the left side, pitch to Tellez. He's upended there. That's Brody McClure. That's the second time he's been behind the line of scrimmage and dropped somebody for a loss that I can recall. They'll call him. They'll say he did get back to the line of scrimmage, but he did it. He did it through the air.
Yeah, he did.
The hit was made about 2 yards before the line of scrimmage, and he got upended.
Actually, usually somebody else shoots the deer. I jump in and get a picture taken, and then get out.
2nd and 10. They'll hand it to Tellez up the middle. Now he's trying to bounce outside. No can do. That's Brody Edens. Wraps him up in his big paws. Drops him down for no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Very similar to the play he broke a while ago. He tried to hit it up in the line and then break outside, but wasn't going to happen this time.
Chase is not liking our humor. He says it's not funny at all. But he's also showing us a picture of him drinking an adult beverage.
May I say he's much smarter than we are?
I bet he's warm.
He's warm.
3rd and 10, Andrews from their own 43. Play fake. Galvan looking to throw, under pressure. And almost, it is intercepted. It was tipped off the hands of Lane Heston, and it went right to Antoine Gilbreth, and a turnover for the Eagles. They'll take over in Mustang territory. It looks like at the 42.
Interception.
Wow, just a great heads-up play that time by both DBs.
Well, number 15 is an outside linebacker. He lives across the street from me, just a sophomore.
Across the street?
Yeah.
You got Andrews player down there on that near sideline.
Beeve?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
You got an Andrews player down right there at the 40 on the
on their sideline?
No, on the Andrews sideline.
Yeah.
Number 20 getting up right now.
Yeah, they got him up.
Well, that ball was tipped and went right to us. Good heads-up play.
Yeah, Lane made a great play on it to begin with, and I thought he was gonna pick it off, and it went through his hands and straight to Antoine.
Well, the nice thing was that when it went through his hands, it kind of went back into the field just a little bit.
Yep.
Instead of going out of bounds.
2-back set now for the Eagles, 1 to each side. That's Crow now come in motion, set up along the right side of the line. Escobar's going to roll to his right, looking to throw under pressure. Oh, it's off the hands of Feltz and almost picked off, and had it been, it probably would have gone for 6.
E.J. Lopez had 55 yards of wide open field if he could have hung onto that ball for the Mustangs.
That's one of those ones as a kid you'll remember not catching for a long time.
Yeah.
The only thing between him and Jim Ned was those houses over there. Because there was nobody going to get him.
Man, he might have been looking at the end zone at the time the ball hit his hands. That might have been part of the problem. Crow's going to line up in the backfield. Now they're going to motion him out to a slot to the far side. Now come in motion to the near side. 2nd and 10. Escobar fakes it to Palmer, keeps it himself. He's through the line of scrimmage and around the far side. Got Patricia Heston first down inside the 25, pushed out at the 22.
Good job blocking that time up front by the interior line for the Eagles to open up a nice hole.
I think the Mustang had seen enough of handing it off to number 7, and they all bit on that fake. Preston able to keep it himself. 1st and 10 Eagles, 2 receivers wide to each side. Play fake. Escobar throws it over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for, looks like Luke White, I believe.
82.
Yep, Luke White.
Just a quick slant pass, one that they've had success throwing, but that time
it's a little high.
A little bit high, but that time Joseph Payan, defensive back for the Mustangs, was in good position.
3 wide left, 1 to the right now on 2nd and 10. There's your snap. He's going to throw it again. But on the far side, looking for White again. It's incomplete.
Just an out route. Oh, just threw it a little bit too far out in front of him. Might be trying to set something up right here. 3rd and 10.
One thing we have set up is 3rd and 10. So pistol formation. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Palmer. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage. Tries to bounce outside, and he can't do it. He was gobbled up by number 44, Jackson Laudermilk. And when he gets his hands on you, you can't get away. Palmer slow to get up. He was really thrown to the turf hard by Laudermilk.
I thought he might have, the way he landed, got slammed to the turf. I thought maybe it might have hurt his shoulder.
I think it more probably, the way he's acting, it knocked a little wind out of him, I'm thinking. But it's 4th down. Decatur would have had an opportunity there after that turnover to really kind of put this one away.
Well, it's 2 straight pass plays and then a running play for no gain. So now we're looking at 4th and 10.
There's your snap. Escobar looks to throw it. He's under pressure. Flushed out to his right. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be dropped. He's going to be sacked at the 29-yard line. And that's going to, and it's just going to allow a little momentum to get back into the blood of the Mustangs.
Yeah, 6-yard loss on that sack. And the Mustangs will set up shop 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line with 6:39 left in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know whether it was Juan Hernandez possibly or 24, Kali Torres. They're both awful fired up coming off on this Mustang defense. Hernandez really excited, so he must have been in on that play. I couldn't check the numbers from here, but
starting to see a little bit more fire out of Andrews like you saw at the very beginning of the ball game.
Yep. 1st and 10. Galvan's going to throw it under pressure, and he's just got to get rid of it. That was Lane Heston putting pressure on him from the backside along with Ethan Talley.
Hard to believe Heston is a sophomore.
Yep.
Looking at him down here.
You know the old, well, me and Buddy Kirkland have a contest of who loves Lane Heston the most. I happen to live across the street from him, but Buddy coached him in Pee Wee. So 2nd and 10. Mustangs from their own 28.
Galvan not in that equation.
Hand off Tellez up the middle, and he breaks into the secondary, and it's a foot race. He's inside the 30. Cade Brazil chasing him. He brings him down at the, looks like the 11-yard line, but clearly the biggest running play of the night for the Mustangs, all the way inside the Decatur red zone, and the Mustangs in business. Momentum change, fellas.
One thing about stacking so many people close to the line of scrimmage, if you can ever squirt through there, which that running back did, he had a lot of green.
Galvan's going to keep this one himself. Corralled behind the line of scrimmage. Now he breaks free, still on his feet, still moving forward.
It's a scrum.
It is truly a scrum, and he's still all the way down.
He had from no gain to 5-yard gain.
Yeah. I must have had the 16-yard line mixed up with the 11 because they spotted it at the 16. He pushed his way all the way down to the 11, and it's 2nd and 5. I hear a lot of screaming over there on the Eagles sideline.
Yeah, just trying to get subs in and out.
5:40 and counting now in this third quarter. This period brought to you by the shop in Decatur. 28-8 your score on the James Wood scoreboard. Decatur with the lead. 2nd and 5, Mustangs. Snap is back. Hand off Tellez up the middle. Works his way down to the 6. Believe that's going to be good for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Yes, it will be 1st and goal. Andrews.
Yeah, 25 is a slippery little thing. He went right through there and a hard runner. But I think I mentioned earlier, he's not real big.
No.
Maybe about 150, 160. But he gets north and south and a good run right there. It's 1st and goal, Andrews.
Yeah, he does a good job. If he's going east or west, he plants his foot and he heads the other direction, north or south, really well. 1st and goal, Andrews from the Decatur 6. Galvan's going to keep it himself. He's inside the 5. Flag is down. He's going to be into the end zone, but I think we're going to have a holding call. Brody Edens clapping his hands.
Yeah, that was tackling. But they're going to call Andrews for a hold, bring it back.
Rob, were you able to tell along the sideline if Devin James looks like he's going to be able to come back in, or if Nate Palmer on the sideline looked like he was okay after getting slammed to the turf?
I'll figure that out real quick.
Okay. So it is holding on Andrews. That's a huge call right now. Huge call. That's going to back him up. It's going to be 2nd and goal, or was that 1st down?
That was 1st.
So it'll be 1st and goal, but now way back at the 14-yard line.
Boy, if you're Andrews, you have to score on this drive. But what a feather in the cap of the Eagles if they could make a red zone stop here.
Twins to each side for the Mustangs. Now one receiver comes in motion. Slows up along the line. Galvan's going to throw it. In the flats, complete to Tellez, and he's brought down. Now we got another flag. I couldn't tell who made that play, but I got Caden Barnes, number 30, out
32.
there.
That was the Vendozer.
Oh, the Vendozer was there. Let's see what the Eagles clapping, so it may be another hold.
I tell you, it was not a hold on the Vendozer.
No, and I will tell you this: his pursuit was so fast. I thought it was a safety. I thought it was a DB. He can run from side to side.
Personal foul.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what that call was. I don't know that I've ever seen that.
2 fists together in front of you.
He kind of had 2 fists together, like button heads. But I don't think that's against the rules.
That's going to back him up 15. They did call a personal foul over the PA.
Decatur coach is out on the numbers talking to the officials.
I guess trying to figure out if that foul happened downfield a little bit. Would it be a spot foul?
Or a dead ball foul is what he's probably asking to see if it would be a loss of down.
We're going to take the penalty, that's for sure.
I don't know what that call is. I'm going to have to read up on the hand signals.
So they'll spot it at the 29, and it's still going to be 1st down yet again, but 1st and goal for the Mustangs from the 29-yard line. They had it down to about the 6, I think it was, before these 2 penalties were called. 2 receivers wide to each side. There's your snap. Galvan's going to hand it to Tellez. He's tackled after a short gain. That's by, looks like Caden. Nope, Lando Henry.
Yeah.
They'll spot it now at the 20, let's say 27 and a half.
All right, were you asking about 14 Gilbreth?
No, but he's on the field.
Yeah, Palmer's over here. He's on the sideline, has a jacket on.
Looks like he's okay.
Yeah, I would think so.
And Devin James is the other one.
They're not looking at him. What number's James?
5.
Okay.
Galvan's going to throw it deep down the middle on 2nd and goal. The ball's up for grabs. Great play there. Cade Brazil. Look back, got his hand on it, and incomplete.
It's kind of a receivers running inside, faked it, and then I thought was going to cut back outside of the corner, which would have been wide open, but instead he just went straight up the field. And it was a great play by the Decatur defensive back. I thought he could have picked it off, but just to make sure he went ahead and just tipped it out of the back of the end zone.
So 3rd and goal for Andrews now from the Decatur 27.
James looks good.
Okay, thanks, Rob. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. There's movement on the line of scrimmage, and they call it. That's going to back him up again. So now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 32. So after having a little bit of life and a nice run down to the Decatur 16, get the ball inside the 5 or inside the 10 at least. Andrews, wheels coming off here for him the last few plays.
If you're Andrews, you gotta think you gotta get something done right here because you've had no luck going into the wind, and in 4 minutes that's where you're headed.
No, 2 receivers wide to each side. Little confusion. One of them now comes in motion. He'll set up in a trips formation on the near side. Galvan in a shotgun with Tellez to his left. Here's your snap. Play fake. Galvan under pressure. Rolls to his left, still under pressure. Looks like he's going to throw it, and it's intercepted by Brody Eddins. Tipped up in the air and then caught.
He tipped it and caught it.
Yep.
What a play.
So Decatur will take over at their own 33. It's just, you can tell that throwing the football is just not Andrews'
No, it's not their
bread and butter.
No, I thought the quarterback was going to run it. He certainly could have picked up positive yardage. I don't know how far he would have gone, but
I mean, the telling tale to that drive was the 3 penalties.
No doubt.
Still don't know what the personal foul was, though.
I don't either.
So 1st and 10, Decatur from their own 32. There's Devin James. Escobar hands it to him. He tries to get the edge on the far side. Can't do it.
Flag.
Flag on the play?
Yes, sir.
Look like a hold?
No, it's right at the snap. So.
Some of the Eagles players are pointing towards Andrews.
Offsides Mustangs. Man.
Well, the wheels are falling off for the Andrews. They had a little bit of momentum, and they're going the wrong direction.
It's funny how fast that happened too, because they had plenty of momentum there for a second. Just shot themselves in the foot 3 times. Now 4. 1st and 5 for the Eagles. Escobar keeps it himself. Breaks through. He's got the first down into Mustang territory, still on his feet, all the way inside the 35, all the way down to the 33. A Christian Heston Parker Properties first down. And Preston Escobar puts the Eagles in business again.
Well, he faked that and kind of ran a quarterback counter back to the far side. Didn't look like there was going to be much there. He broke a couple of tackles and then got into the open with a nice gain.
Get a text from Chase Chapman's brother-in-law, Kyle. Chase is the guy with the deer, and Kyle says, "Hey, y'all need to be quiet. I'm in the blind trying to hunt."
Yeah. How else do you think I kill these big bucks?
Yeah, in the
Where's
dark.
the power? My spotlight's not working.
What? Handoff on 1st and 10. Oh, it was Escobar on a keeper. He's going to be dropped for a loss at the 36. Time still running, nearing 3 minutes here left in your 3rd quarter. Thank you to the shop for providing the 3rd quarter to us tonight.
Really be nice to get a touchdown on this last drive with the wind.
You know who Kyle Jenkins' coach was in 7th and 8th grade?
I would say Flash.
Slade Menace.
Slade Menace.
Second and 13. Escobar's going to throw it. and it's incomplete. He got hit hard right when he threw it. That looked like Loudermilk coming in, and that ball, I think he was looking to throw it to Feltz, but not able to get everything he wanted to on it. That'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
Pretty dangerous.
I'm just waiting on this clock to keep running so we can flip the sides of the field and get the wind again.
Tell you what, you don't want to pick 6 right here and get them right back in it.
That was close, too. The DB was diving for it.
Yeah, there was another guy out there had a chance at it, too.
Palmer in the backfield with Escobar. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 13. Decatur from the Mustang 36. Escobar throws it complete to Hunter Smith on the near side. He's going to be well short of the first down. Dropped it to 31. That's going to look like 4th down and 8 for Decatur.
It's a little bit different ball game than the Andrews-Decatur game we had at McMurray about 4 or 5 years ago, if you remember that one.
That was Level Land.
No.
The one that was 78 to 82?
There was one at McMurray that was Andrews-Decatur. It was at McMurray. I was there.
I remember you being there. I didn't know that was Andrews. A little bit higher scoring than this one.
Just a touch.
Decatur's going to go for it on 4th and 8. Play fake. Escobar rolling to his right under heavy pressure. He throws it backside and it's incomplete, looking for Hunter Smith. But that's going to be a turnover on downs. And Andrews will take over. And Decatur they just can't seem like they just can't put him away.
No.
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, of course, that was the first possession. Was that not the first possession of the second half?
First possession of the second half, we scored.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I have the solution.
What's that?
Nate Palmer.
Yep.
Just hand the ball off.
You know what? That's what a lot of people were saying in Austin Saturday. You know, I got just hand it to Bijan.
1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 31. Play fake. Galvan looking to throw it under pressure. Throws it complete on the near side to Olivas. And
flag.
Another flag.
Yeah,
Is it
they're
roughing
going to
the
get
passer?
Lane Husting.
For roughing the passer?
You sure wasn't that hold that we saw out there?
Lane's got his hands up in the air like.
It's pretty late. I think Lane kind of shoved him after the play.
Yeah, there it is.
Dead ball.
Dead ball.
Personal foul.
Oh.
Whoa.
On Andrews. Oh, it's on both teams.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's offsetting.
It's a little extra.
Was it after? Does the play stand if it's during the play?
It was a dead ball, so
it was after the play.
Yeah.
So the ball now.
Why don't you just pick up your flag? Why
I
even
know.
go through?
Yeah. I guess kind of like a warning to everybody, I suppose. We saw it. Calm it down. 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 43. Galvan with the snap, gives it to Tellez, reverses his field, cuts up the middle, gets across the 45, pushing towards midfield. I think he's got midfield. Gain of 7. And
As I'm looking at these stats, and it says Andrews has had the football for 24 minutes and 55 seconds. The Eagles 11 minutes tonight.
Well, our offense has been such that we've moved the ball so fast down the field. When we did score, our defense trots right back out there.
Yep.
2nd and 3. Galvan's going to look to throw it, rolling to his left, throwing, incomplete. He was looking for number 18, Luis Cervantes. And
Cade Johnson that time pressuring him, and it's hard enough when you're right-handed and you're running to your left trying to throw it, but especially when you have a defensive player bearing down on you pretty hard.
So 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs.
I got to figure this is 4-down territory.
Has to be. 3 scores down, a quarter and a minute to go. Galvan in a shotgun. Snap is back. Handoff, nope, keeps it. Well, he put that in his belly and kept it in there for about 2 yards before he pulled it out.
Pulled it out in the last minute. Looked like they have.
I think they got enough for the first. Depends on the spot.
Like they did. No, they're going to call a timeout on the field for a measurement, I guess.
I don't think they know what they're doing.
He wants to call a first down, but he's going to call a measurement.
Yep. You want to take a break while we go to the measurement real quick?
Sure.
All right. While they measure this, we'll be right back.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium in Clyde. After that measurement, it looks like the Mustangs were short of the line to gain by about the length of a Chase Chapman brow tine.
Sideways.
Boys on the field down here says 37 degrees, wind chill 33.
Oh, man. In here, I think it's about 78.
I think it's about 85 degrees in here now.
Yeah, I could turn it down a little bit. Let me get over here to our climate.
Well, lots of folks at home enjoying a warm evening, and it will be a big play here for Andrews as they're behind 28-8. Decatur holding a nice lead, but pretty big play right here. For
if they get to the 47, it's a first down. Ball spotted just shy of the 47-yard line.
I look for a quarterback.
I do too. Galvan under center.
Very short for the Mustangs.
Oh, and they got Decatur to jump. He's going to throw it. Throws it deep down the near side. It's overthrown, but I couldn't tell who that was.
Let's
see here on the replay.
Let's don't embarrass him on the air.
I think it was Corbin Owens.
Yeah, it was him. Let's go ahead and just rub it in a little bit.
So first down on the penalty. They'll mark it off, and it'll be spotted at the Decatur 42. Andrews just hanging around here. 34 seconds left in your third quarter. 28-8 Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard.
34 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Mustangs have the ball with a new set of downs.
But if Andrews can go down here and put it in the end zone,
get two-point conversion, you look at 28-16.
Yep. Quick pass complete here on the near side to Olivas. He's pushed out of bounds by Cade Brazil.
If they're going to do it, they better do it quick because they're about to flip and go into this wind.
Yeah.
And they haven't had any luck doing that.
Reminds me of a time when I had a fourth down like that, and I told my defensive end, I said, hey, loosen up a little bit, loosen up. He started doing jumping jacks.
Stretching.
Are you kidding me?
Olivas picks up 4 on the play, making it second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Hand
off Tellez. Oh, he's trying to bounce it outside and
I think
lost
he may
his
have
footing.
turned his ankle or something.
Looked funny, didn't it?
Sure did. Or somebody was stepping on his foot or something.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up third down and 6 on the scoreboard. It looked like maybe 7. May have lost a yard. Regardless of what it is, it's 4-down territory for the Mustangs. Stack formations for receivers on both sides right now. And I hear a buzzer.
That's into the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth. Brought to you by Prime West Mortgage. Your score 28-8. Decatur with the lead. We'll be right back.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise. As we head to the fourth quarter, one more quarter of football, and one of these teams will advance and one will not. Whichever one does advance will face the winner of Estacado and Canyon Randall. Decatur heads into the fourth quarter with a 28-8 lead, but Andrews with the ball, 3rd and 6 from the Decatur 38. Galvan's going to keep it himself. He's through the line of scrimmage and into the secondary, inside the 20, inside to the 10. Knocks down a Decatur player and barrels his way all the way down to the 12. I said inside the 10. He didn't make it inside the 10.
Well, it looked like he was going to make it inside the 10. He had a lot of momentum.
Hey, Rob, the wind did not slow him down on that play.
No, that was a good run right there by Galvan at the 12-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 12. Andrews trying to stay in this one. Galvan's going to keep it again. This time he doesn't make it. That was Lando Henry and Hunter Chenault sandwiched him at the 12. No gain.
Yeah, I think he pulled it there, and I think maybe should have gave it.
Well, I think he's probably trying to take this game into his own hands because he's been their
He's been the mainstay of their offense, except for a couple of big runs by Tellez, but those two guys. He's going to throw it on 2nd and 10, throws it up high, fade route toward the end zone, incomplete. Cade Johnson on the coverage. He was looking for number 1. Who is number 1? We haven't called his name. Jalen Jones.
I thought Jalen was going to bring that ball in. It looked like it was thrown a little bit. The wind caught it. It was a little bit short. Looked like he was going to catch it in the old breadbasket, but he wasn't able to bring it in. Dodged a bullet there.
3rd and 10 for Andrews. Ball inside the Decatur 15 at the 12. Galvan's going to keep it himself. He's got plenty of room. Inside the 10, he's going to score. Nope, he's going to stop just short.
Wow,
of the
that
goal
was a
line.
great play. I don't know how he didn't get in the end zone.
It was Gilbreth went low and caught him by his leg, and then I think Brody McClure, the safety, came over and just timed it well enough to be able to knock him back.
I thought there's no way you're going to keep him out of the end zone.
He's in under center now, and he's going to push his way into the end zone for an Andrews touchdown. And that was.
So with 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
Tell you, I said it in the second quarter. You got to give it to these Mustangs for maintaining their fight, maintaining their confidence, and doing what they do to try to stay in this football game.
Yeah, that's right. They sure have.
Extra point upcoming. It's the first time we've seen a place kicker for him tonight. It's number 17, Julian.
Good.
Yeah, the extra point is good. I was looking at it's Julian Mancias was the extra point. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football after this.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
10:45 left in your Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter. 28-15 is your score. Decatur with the lead on your James Wood scoreboard. This is Decatur Eagle playoff football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise. Got to watch the onside kick, I would think, right here, Ship.
No doubt. No doubt. I wouldn't.
They're going to kick it short.
Just a little chip shot.
It's Gilbreth at the 30, now across the 35. Antoine all the way out to the 42-yard line. Nice field position for Decatur. The offense really needs to get something going here. They got the wind behind them now. And let's see if we can make a nice drive, long drive. Actually, I'd take
you need a drive to keep your defense off the field.
Take a little time off the clock.
I don't know how many of our guys are going both ways.
Probably not very many.
But you sure need a long drive to.
I don't know if we have anybody going both ways.
I don't think we do. Let your guys defensively catch your breath and just get a good long scoring drive going.
A lot of Nate Palmer. How's that?
Coach Huff changing the play right here.
There's your snap. They hand it to Nate. He's through the line of scrimmage, but not by much. Trying to get the 45, and he's just short of it by about a foot. Gain of maybe 3.
Hey, guys, we got just a second. If you're listening, watching on Facebook Live, you can comment on there. Let us know where you're listening from. Let us know who you're watching. You can share the video, and if you're on YouTube, you can subscribe and comment there as well.
2nd and 7 for the Eagles from their own 45. Escobar's going to throw it. It's complete to Luke White on the near side. He grabs it, pushes his way into Mustang territory across the 50 at the 49, about a yard shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Well, it was really came down to whether he was going to spin out to the left or spin out to the right. He had a defender waiting on him on one side, and thankfully he spun out the correct way.
Ball on the right hash, 3 receivers to that side. Hunter Smith alone to the left. Decatur looking for a play change. Now they're ready for the snap, and there it is. Escobar's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and more all the way across the 40-yard line down to the 39 of Andrews. And this is the kind of stuff we'd like to see. Let the clock run. We're under 10 minutes now. It's stopped to move the chains, but it'll start running here in just a second. Decatur taking their time. It's 25 seconds left on the play clock.
Escobar he's an effective runner.
Oh yeah,
he does a really good job. It's like when you have a quarterback that can run, it's really almost like having 12 guys on offense.
Pistol formation now. Now Palmer's going to move up to Escobar's left. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. There's your snap. Handoff Palmer. He's into the secondary inside the 30. He's on a foot race to the corner of the end zone, still on his feet. Is he going to score? Nate Palmer from 39 yards out.
Say goodnight to this one.
He is 4th rushing. Was his 4th rushing touchdown of the night, Charlie?
I believe so.
I think so. Nice run there by Nate. 34-15 is your score.
That ought to just about do it for the Eagles.
Andrews, they haven't shown any ability to score quickly.
No, they've shown ability to have a lot of time of possession.
Yes.
It's one stat you're not going to beat them at, but they just didn't put up enough points.
The touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. Eleazar Aldape's Decatur Tire extra point is good. Let's take a quick break. Your score 35-15, 9:27 left in this one. We'll be right back.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Aldape's Parker Properties kickoff. Fair caught at the 15. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary, 5 plays, 1:45 seconds, capped off with a 33-yard touchdown run by Nate Palmer.
You're precise on your numbers. I'll say yes.
Very precise. I'm being accused of making it up in here.
No, whatever.
Man, that used to be really. That used to be effective before we brought this camera into the equation.
Yeah, I know. I know.
On 1st and 10, Galvan's going to throw it, going deep down the middle. It's up for grabs, incomplete. And I thought Cade Brazil was going to be able to get over there and pick it off. We were talking in the break. And, Andrews has no choice but to do something that is not really their bread and butter and throw it, and they're throwing it into the wind. Coach Shipley thinks that we may have a high probability of one more interception before this
Hey,
one was truly put to bed.
Yeah. Talking to this officiating crew down here, they are going to stay and work the next game, too.
Oh, gosh.
And he said because they were requested by both games.
Ask them if they're going to make them pay double mileage.
2nd and 10, Galvan in a shotgun. He's going to option it to the right side, keep it himself. Now he pitches it. Ball's on the turf, but Tella is able to get back on it.
25.
That's going to bring up 3rd. It's going to be a loss of 1, so 3rd down and 11.
Come on,
Where
guys.
is this officiating crew from?
I don't know. Rob, do you know where they're out of, the crew?
They're out of Abilene.
Abilene
Okay.
chapter.
I
Good.
said, come on, no officiating crew is requested. And he said, no, really.
Down in 11.
So I thought they've done a great job tonight.
Yeah, Abilene's got a great chapter. They really do.
Under 9 minutes to go in your Prime West Mortgage 4th quarter and the ball game. Decatur with a 20-point lead, 35-15. 3rd and 11. 2 receivers wide to each side for Galvan. He takes the snap, rolls right,
Galvin rolls
throws
outside,
right, incomplete. Nobody open. And
Not even close.
No,
30. Hernandez
not a chance.
brings up 4th down.
They're going to be
and
a crew
11.
member down after the Major League draft, though. I still
Yeah.
think the back
Yeah.
judges.
Yeah, I know a lot of those guys by first name. I have a lot of heated discussions with them.
Have you?
One of them, Will. I wrote their name down on my hand so I'd know. Will, look at me, Will. Just totally ignore me. So I look back down on my hand, and it's Bill. So I go, Bill, and he goes, yeah, coach. And I'm like, hey, don't do that to me.
You did. Was that in Coppell?
No, I was in Brown. When I was yelling my head off at him, and I looked down, I thought, oh, it's Bill.
4th down and 11 right here.
4th
going
and
for
11
it.
Andrews. They're going to have to go for it. Galvan's going to throw it, steps up in the pocket, heaves it downfield, and it's incomplete. He was
Not even
looking for
close.
Olivas.
Not even
And
close.
Cade Brazil on the coverage, and Olivas hobbled as he comes off the field, and Decatur going to take over almost in the case IH red zone already at the 24.
24-yard
I
line.
think going for it right there says all you need to know.
Yeah, I mean,
No doubt.
the situation is what it is. You know, you're down 20 with 8.5 minutes left, and you don't have a real high explosive offense. What else can you do?
No, yeah, you have to go for it right there.
Well, especially when you've got Palmer back there who can score anytime he touches the ball.
1st and 10. Escobar's going to hand it to Nate. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage.
Escobar hands off to Palmer.
Evades one defender. Now brought down. I tell you, that number 44 for Andrews, that middle or inside linebacker, Jackson Loudermilk, has played one heck of a game.
Yeah, he sure has.
I don't know what he looks like up there in the booth, but down here, I think I'd change my direction.
Yeah.
He's a big kid, big stout kid, probably about 6'2". Yeah, good-looking athlete down here.
And a very good tackler.
Yeah, he is.
You know, Bob, one Decatur player that you haven't got to see tonight is Devin James. He's a compliment to Nate Palmer and has a lot of yards back at Nate Palmer.
They're going to hand it to Nate on 2nd and 8. He breaks free into the secondary inside the 5 all the way down to 4. Christian Heston, Parker Properties 1st down and inside the Case IH red zone.
Is the other back hurt?
I think he may be a little hobbled. He went out hobbled a little earlier.
He's been back in, but I think he's been limited.
1st down and goal to go from the 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal Decatur. Under 7.5 minutes left here in the ball game.
I think Escobar could probably agree with Loudermilk. He hit him a couple of times as he was throwing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And he was pretty much defenseless.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying it was a penalty. It wasn't a penalty, but he got nailed a couple of times pretty good.
Shotgun formation on 1st and goal. Escobar's going to keep it himself. He's trying to get to the goal line. Stopped a couple of yards short. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1.5 yards, maybe 2.
Yeah, that clock keeps ticking under 7 minutes now.
Just under 7 minutes to go in the
See if Decatur's going to use. I'm looking at the play clock right now. It says 31 seconds on it and counting. Let's see if they run that clock all the way down to about, I don't know. My math is terrible. What's that?
5.
Yeah, just make something up,
6:20.
Pat.
Yeah.
It's a novel idea.
It was
just make it up.
It was a 14-play drive in 7 seconds. Pistol formation. There's your snap. Hand off to Palmer. He stretches for the goal line and falls short by about a yard.
Palmer falls forward to the 1.
They're going to keep him a minimal gain. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Going to mark it down at the 2, so it makes it 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Still 20 seconds on the play clock, 6:08 on the game clock. Decatur lines up in a pistol formation on 3rd and goal. Crow comes in motion. Handoff Palmer. He's met deep in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, the first person to hit Palmer back there was Escobar.
Yeah, they ran into each other, didn't they?
Yeah, they ran into each other handing off the ball. So brings it 4th down, but now under 6 minutes. This clock will be down close to 5 minutes when they have to snap it again here on 4th down.
I would look for us to try to do something on the perimeter, maybe a play action pass.
Yeah.
Or something to possibly get Palmer out in some open space, because there's not.
20-point lead, Bob. Would you not kick a field goal here? Would you not even think about it?
I'm not doubting the coach, if that's what
No,
you're
I'm
trying
just.
to get.
I'm not doubting him either. I'm just saying, would it be a consideration? But Escobar's going to roll right and throw it. He's got a man open. It's Crow, and it's a touchdown. So
yeah, I would have called that. I would have called that, touchdown play.
Yeah. You'd have called the play action to get somebody in space? Is that what you're saying?
I told my wife one time, I said, you know what? We got to play. We score a touchdown every time we call it. She goes, well, why don't you just run that play every time? Nobody can ever stop you.
McLaughlin Supply sponsors that touchdown that makes your score 41-15, extra point upcoming. Extra point presented to you by Decatur Tire.
There's a couple of ways to think about that. I always like to get my field goal team work because
well, El Dape's had plenty of work kicking extra points.
Well, that one, there's no doubt about that.
That one's good as well. 5:12 left in your Prime West Mortgage 4th quarter and the ball game. We'll take a break and be right back.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and FittingWise. El Dape approaches for your Parker Properties kickoff. It's high. It's going to be a fair catch again at the 13-yard line. Your Wise Choice meets scoring summary, which will be extremely accurate.
Can I take this one?
You can. Take it
away. A 14-play drive, 4 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock.
Capped off with a 4th down
play action pass that I called.
1st and 10.
Actually, folks, I have no idea how long that drive was. I just know we scored to put the game in on ice.
Galvan's going to throw it. He's throwing it deep, looking for Olivas, and it's going to be incomplete. 5:05 left in this ball game. 42-15 your score on the James Wood scoreboard. And I think I've been hesitant to say that this was enough, but I think a 42-15
it's enough. It's
enough.
Is enough. We're fixing to get more. If they keep throwing it like that.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, it'll do one of two things. It'll either pick it off or it'll be incomplete and the clock will be stopped.
Yeah.
And we'll
either way,
Galvan in a shotgun on 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it complete to on the far side, but tackled there by Cade Brazil. That was the number 7, Sean Parker. Nice solid tackle by Cade, and really a good job to drag him down inbounds.
Hey guys, any of y'all ever been to the Mustang? Do they call it the Mustang Bowl in Andrews? I think they do.
I have no idea.
Sweetwater is the Mustang Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't know what they call it.
My grandmother's house backed up to the Mustang Bowl in Andrews. I spent some time in Andrews when I was a kid.
Yeah, same here. That's an awesome stadium. It's got some age on it, but it is definitely a nice stadium to go to and play football, and they keep building facilities out there.
It's really a cool-looking stadium, that old school West Texas stadium with the big mounds.
On 3rd and 7, Galvan's going to keep it himself, and he's got a 1st down.
So same kind of stadium as the one in San Angelo. except it doesn't wrap around the end zone.
Yeah, the Mustang Bowl it is a full bowl all the way around. I don't know if there's seating on the south end of the Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater.
Yeah, I was at that Mustang Bowl last night, and I mean, it's concrete. I guess people could sit there, but there's not really seats.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Galvan will throw it short right to Jalen Jones. He drops it in the flats on the near side. It'll be up 2nd and 10.
I bet if we have some Andrews listeners or viewers, they can comment in there and let us know about the stadium. But I think it is called the Mustang Bowl out there, too.
Would make sense.
I tell you what, I'm going to look it up.
I bet it's not called Bulldog Stadium.
No.
2nd and 10, Galvan in a shotgun, a bunch formation of receivers here to the near side. Snap is back, handoff Tellez, gets across the line of scrimmage but stopped shy of the 40-yard line at the 39, gain of 3. So if Decatur goes on, and it sure looks like they're going to, they'll face the winner of Estacado and Canyon Randall. I've got a link to the live stream of that game. 3rd down and 7, complete to Jones.
A great play.
But that was
Haynes came in. Jacob Haynes came in, split 2 blockers, and made a great tackle to bring up a 4th down and 6.
This thing says online that the Mustang Bowl in Andrews was built or opened in 1957, and it holds 8,088 people.
Wow. So this is probably, in baseball, they'd say they're down to their last strike. 4th and 6 for Andrews. They're going to call timeout. 3:04 left on your scoreboard. Left here in your Prime West Mortgage 4th quarter. A Graham Pools timeout. Charlie, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with the remainder of this ball game right after this.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
4th and 6 for the Mustangs. Galvan's going to throw it. He throws it complete on the far side. That's to Tellez. He's got the 1st down across the Mustang 45. They'll spot it at the 48. Andrews buys itself another set of downs, but we're under 3 minutes in this one. And barring an absolute miracle, Decatur's going to advance.
That would be the comeback.
Galvan's going to throw a pass complete on the near side to Jones. Haynes after the tackle can't make it. Now he's pushed out of bounds by Brody Edens. I thought Haynes got grabbed a little bit there.
There's no doubt Haynes was held on that one. He would have made that tackle too.
Jacob's a good little player, man. Senior, I've been watching him since he was in middle school, and really, really fundamental defender. 2nd and 4 from the Decatur 45. Galvan's going to keep it himself. Breaks into the secondary. It's inside the 40 all the way down to the 37. That's another Andrews 1st down.
Flag.
I'm thinking it's a hold. I was going to say that it certainly looks like Decatur is going to advance, and the Estacado Canyon Randall game will start at 7 o'clock. I've got the link for that live stream that as soon as we're done here, I guess either you can do it, Rob, or I can do it, post it on Facebook, and everybody can share it. If people are going back from here to Decatur, they can listen or watch if they're not driving. If you're a passenger, you can watch.
Yeah, it's never stopped me.
I'll tell you what, I think that might be a good game, too.
I think so, too. That and also the Anna-Stephenville game probably about to kick off. I'm going to be going back and forth between those two.
I think it's already 21-21, Stephenville and Anna. They haven't even kicked off yet.
It is going to be high scoring, or expected to be anyway.
What is the mascot of Anna?
Coyotes.
Coyotes.
Yeah, we got corrected on that, didn't we? We called them the Coyotes. No, that was Old High.
Yeah. 2nd and 10, Mustangs. Handed to Telex. He's across midfield. Gets into Decatur territory, pushing his way forward. Still on his feet. It's about the 3rd time I've seen about 14 people in a pile that have been pushed forward about 5 yards.
You know, it's not really supposed to be legal. You're not supposed to be able to assist a running back like that, but they do. And I always taught my guys, especially if we run a quarterback sneak, line up right behind the quarterback and push him.
So 1st down and 10. 2:20 and counting left here. Galvan with a pump fake. Now he's trying to get around the edge, throws it, it's going to be out of bounds. Let me see if I can name all the places that you've coached and the mascots. Rotan Yellowhammers.
Where my mom graduated from.
Rotan
and my
Yellowhammers.
All my uncles and my mom.
Burnett Bulldogs. Coppell Cowboys. Brownwood Lions. Right? University of Texas Longhorns, Mac Brown. University of Texas Longhorns, Charlie Strong. University of Texas Longhorns, Tom Herman. And sort of University of Texas.
Last spring was Sark, yeah.
But I left out Belton, and they're the Belton.
Bell Cows? No.
Wait a minute. 2nd and 10. Let me think on that. 2nd and 10 for Andrews from the Decatur 41. We got whistles. Belton.
While he's thinking about that, when were you at Rotan?
1999, 2000.
Okay.
My first head coaching job. I was at Abilene Christian, went to Rotan.
I forgot ACU Wildcats.
ACU Wildcats. My very first coaching job was 1984, was at Graham, which before tonight was the only time I'd ever been to a Decatur game when we went to Decatur and played them in 1984.
At Eagle Stadium?
Yep. The
really?
old grass, old.
Still that way?
Is that right?
Yep. 2nd and 15.
Let's get a bond passed. What's up?
We're working on it. Galvan will roll to his left, throws deep down the near sideline. That's going to be picked off by Anton. Oh, they're going to call him out of bounds. I thought he had his foot in. Let me look back here on our replay on my iPad here.
While you're doing that, guys, I want to give a shout-out to Coach Catherine Forrester and the Lady Eagles volleyball team on a great season. They, I'm sure y'all talked about it last week. They played out in Lubbock and fell to Canyon Randall. Canyon Randall played, I think, yesterday in the state semifinals, and I think they're playing in the finals tomorrow. But great job by Coach Forrester and the Lady Eagles, and they'll be back.
So 3rd down and 15 for Andrews. We're under 2 minutes now. Galvan's going to keep it himself. He gets inside the 45.
Are you Googling the Belton mascot?
No, I wasn't.
Sorry,
They're
dog.
the Tigers, though.
In one other place, I was an assistant. Temple. Temple.
Teddy Bears?
Shirley's?
Owls. No, that's the college.
Golly.
Temple. I don't know.
Wildcats.
Really?
Blue front, white back pants. Wildcats.
4th and 12. This is it for Andrews if they don't make it. Galvan's going to throw it, standing at the 50, heaves it down the far sideline, and it is caught, but is he out of bounds? He's out of bounds. It's going to be Decatur football turnover on downs at the Decatur 42, and we'll just have to kneel it a couple of times, and this is it. Decatur's the area champions.
Hey, guys, in the postgame show, we're going to catch Coach Huff before he talks to the team so we can have a short wrap-up and get out of that booth for the Big Spring crew that is
breathing down our necks.
Yeah. So
hey, you want us to just stay here? Don't even go to a break after the
just
game?
Stay here. I'm going to catch them as fast as we can, and then we'll have a short wrap-up. And
okay.
It's going to be a short post-game show tonight.
Well, the key question is, does he know
he's
going to do anything?
He asked him at halftime.
Okay.
I asked him in pregame.
I can say by experience after the game, the last thing you want is a guy tugging on you that is not supposed to be tugging on you.
I'm not touching that. 1st and 10 Decatur in the victory formation.
We went this whole broadcast before the wheels fell off.
I know. Snap is back. Escobar takes a knee.
That ain't Escobar.
It's not? Who is it? Who
Jed,
is it?
Jed Ross.
Oh, it's Jed Ross. There we go. Sophomore quarterback. Oh, I see number 1 in there, the return of the ladies' man.
One more.
Sean Dubois.
Dubois?
Yeah.
Dubois? That sounds like a ladies' man.
He is.
Allow me to introduce myself. Sean Dubois. Love it.
45 seconds and counting. They'll have to snap it one more time, and that's going to do it.
Before the Andrews people jump off and log off, thanks for listening. Hope we had a good broadcast for you guys as well, and congratulations on a good season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Those guys, they played really, really hard, that's for sure. And you always hate to see any senior have to play his last football game.
Absolutely.
Never a fun conversation, I bet, Coach.
Never.
Let's see how fast. I'm going to do a Wise Choice Custom Meats scoring summary for Rob's interview with Coach Huff. Time that sucker. See how long it took for Rob to get to Coach Huff. I see him here walking to midfield.
Safe trip back to your destination.
I hope he doesn't have a deputy sheriff beside him with a stun gun.
Oh, we can tell that story in postgame.
Oh,
Springtown Porcupine Stadium, I was there.
You were there.
Will be coming in for the next game, and they'll be coming in from the north side, the north end zone. They have entrances on both sides. I would ask you, please, if you would exit on the south end of the
I
field.
see Coach Huff. I think he's about through the line.
Exit for the home team, south exit.
Let him get away. Let's go down on the field.
Yeah, we've got Coach Huff with us. Coach, congratulations on the win. Your thoughts on that? We talked about that first drive in the third quarter. They came out and put it in the end zone. Your thoughts?
I thought that was crucial right there because we kind of sputtered the next two series after that, I think. But kids settled back down and thought did a good job on defense. We gave up the one score there in the second half off the long run, but for the most part for the night, I mean they do a really good job and make it tough up inside on you with their running game. So I thought for the most part the kids played solid on both sides.
Andrew's team just wouldn't go away. They kept hanging in there and until late. They got in a bind where they had to go for it deep in their own territory. That allowed us to kind of add a few more touchdowns, but. Andrews has a pretty good football team.
Oh, they're real good, as advertised. We're looking at those guys on video and watching them, and you know you look at a 7-4 football team, but that's not a 7-4 team, and well coached in that tradition-rich program. They do a great job.
Area champions, you could play the winner of Randall and Estacada next week. How do you handle this next week, getting ready for that game?
Well, we'll enjoy this in a little bit first, and then we'll worry about that tomorrow morning.
Any options on location?
All right, Coach. Congratulations on the win, and thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Hey, I learned that trick. I learned that from you last week. I ain't going there.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That's why I said options, not certainty.
Tony, up until like Wednesday, thought we were still playing on Thursday.
Yeah. I was going to ask him, turn the microphone off, then ask him, and not even tell you till we disconnect.
Hey, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with a very, very short post-game recap of this one with a few stats. But huge win for the Eagles. They advanced to round 3. I'll also be posting the link for you to be able to watch the Estacada Canyon Randall game. We'll be right back.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com.
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back, Eagles fans, to Clyde, Texas, where your Decatur Eagles have won the area championship 42-15 in a game that was felt a little closer than 42-15 because Andrews kind of hung in for a little bit until the end there, and then they had to take some chances, which wasn't successful for them, and Decatur was able to kind of solidify this game in the fourth quarter. Buddy, do you have some stats for us here
real quick.
at the last minute?
Your Decatur Eagles matched their first half scoring by scoring 21 points in the second half to come up with the 42-15 victory. As far as our stats are concerned, we had 291 yards of total offense against Andrews 272. The Preston Escobar was 7 of 15 for 147 yards. And Nate Palmer, 20 rushes for 147 yards and at the 7.4 average, 3 touchdowns for Palmer, 2 for Escobar in the air, and 1 for Escobar on the ground. So once again, great job by your Decatur Eagles. The defense, as usual,
probably
stepping
the usual
up big.
suspects.
Usual suspects. Brody McClure, 11 tackles tonight, 9 solo and 4 assists. There was a little bit of question about him early before the game started. Antoine Gilbert had 7 coming up from the secondary. Great job of making some really good tackles. Hunter Chenault, Cade Brazil, Lando the man, Henry, of course, and then the rest. As far as our tackles are concerned, it looks like we have about 21 different tacklers tonight again. So you know,
able to have a lot of defenders kind of sub in and out, and all of them contributing to the game, and a good defensive game, only allowing 15 points for Andrews. And so that's a good defensive effort by your Decatur Eagles.
Well, the Andrews team had a good second quarter. And then, of course, the fourth quarter, a couple of really, really good runs up the middle by their quarterback. And our defense was there, but just 1 second too late. So I think the Eagles look really good. I think we'll probably have to work this week on being able to make sure we keep our foot on the throttle for all 4 quarters.
Indeed. Well, I think one of the things you said that really stands out to me is Antoine Gilbert, 7 tackles coming up from his corner position.
Correct.
I think that's a little more than his usual average. So I think from that perspective, you know, Gilbert's covering the outside. Did a really great job, and that's one of the stats when you were reading there. You know, those are normal things we see every week.
Every week, yeah.
But Gilbert, his 7 tackles really stands out to me as a really good effort by him on the defensive side of the ball.
I think he did a great job of setting the edge too on the defense and keeping everything towards the inside. They tried to get outside several times by bouncing out, and he was there. We got a lot of good pressure on the quarterback tonight. I mean, you know, one sack I know. But we were in his back pocket all
sack
night.
with authority.
Yeah, with very much authority. Thank you very much. It was great. So we had a lot of pressure on the quarterback. They didn't throw that much until late in the game, of course, and then they were trying to, you know, heave the ball down to get something out of it. But our defense played well. Our secondary played well. No major mistakes. I think we move on to the next round.
Awesome. Buddy, thank you so much for the great job you do keeping stats for us and your commentary on after the game and during halftime. And you guys drive safely back to Decatur.
You betcha. We're heading back.
We'll see you next week.
Next week, guys.
All right. All right, Pat. No, I've run the commercials through all 4, so we're good to go there.
I'm back
so
on. We're live.
We're back on live.
All right, Coach Shipley. Just first time to see the Decatur team. You've watched a lot of high school football in your day. Just give us your thoughts on kind of what you saw, where we can go from here.
Yeah, well, I think you've got a really fine football team. Looks like the staff's doing a good job. Very sound football team on both sides. You know, the thing that would worry me is a team that's really big up front with a physical back that can, you know, hammer. The defensive line's a little bit undersized, but there's so many. I mean, when you've got DBs making the tackles that the Eagles were doing tonight, it's great support coming up. But yeah, I definitely look. This team has a potential to play for a while. You know, it's a successful season when people are wearing Santa Claus elf caps or whatever.
Right.
And you know, the band starts dressing up like Santa. You know, you're having a good year. But you know, you start getting into 3rd round, 4th round. There aren't any gimmies.
No.
You know, there aren't any weak teams, and so I like Coach Huff. I followed his career. He's been here. There's not anything he's going to run into that he hasn't seen before, and so I think he'll obviously have the kids, you know, prepared. I like Escobar. He's a very good high school quarterback. He's got the ability to run the ball and get extra yards for you. When you have both your running backs healthy and him, that's certainly a nice running addition. And then the receiver's doing a great job, and it looks like Escobar can get the ball where it needs to be. In the first half, he looked really, really good throwing the ball. And
I know you like the Mendoza.
Oh yeah. There's no doubt. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Mendoza. The guys like that I love coaching. I just looked out there before I even saw him do anything. Well, him and Henry both, and you go, you know what? There's two good-looking high school linebackers that kind of play with an attitude, you know. And
well, everybody said in Region 1, and I know we're still a week away from it. I don't want to look ahead because we've got a tough game coming next week, but everybody has always said it's going to be Decatur Brownwood, and you coached in Brownwood, and it very well may be. We got to get another win, and they've got to get two, one starting tonight. But I still don't know that Decatur's played its best game yet, and I think Coach Huff has been saying that, and I hope that best game is going to happen here a couple of times in a row over the next 3 or 4 weeks. But
well, it will, because that's the expectation at Decatur.
Yeah.
The expectation is to play to the quarters or the semis, and I know that's Coach Huff's expectation. So it's not new to these kids either. They've grown up watching Decatur, you know, play several rounds into the playoffs. So the experience is there, you know, but to make a run deep in the playoffs, you have to have some things go your way.
Yeah,
You've got to get some breaks.
No matter who you are.
You've got to have
100%.
some calls go your way. You've got to have the ball bounce your way. You've got to have, could be whatever, weather conditions, whatever it is. You know, I've never made a deep run in the playoffs where, you know, I didn't hit a streak or two where things just went our way.
Well, I certainly appreciate you being here with us tonight. It was fun for me. Always have wanted to do it for a long time. But our next broadcast, we don't know when it'll be. We know it'll be either next Friday or Saturday. We'll get that information out as soon as we hear. It will be against either Lubbock Estacado or Canyon Randall. But that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Thank you for our producer, Charlie Tibbles. Obviously, you, Coach Shipley, on color commentary. It was fun. Buddy Kirkland, our statistician. Rob Matthews on the sideline with Jacqueline Wenzel and Jaylee Matthews on the camera. I'm Pat Wadlington signing off for tonight. And as usual, Eagle Fight
never dies.
Good night, everybody.